then it goes what after that?
I don't know, man. You have to ask Sean. Sean can fart the entire thing like reliably. Give him a can of garbanzo beans and he'll take it from there.
I feel like I'm smoking a fucking like a nice fat cigar.
Yeah.
Look at that. Dude, I felt like smoking a cigar after this movie. I was like, that was quite the experience. I need to like decompress.
Yeah.
You know, after watching the greatest film ever made. Oh my god, it was so thrilling, dude. It was a thrill a minute.
Are comic books just bad?
Comic books? Oh yeah. You're
like,
just now figuring this out.
Do they just like not make any sense?
Yeah, I mean the movies. You know, it's a miracle that they're as good as they are because like comic books suck. That's why I don't read comics.
Do they just not make any sense though? Because I feel like they make sense a little bit.
No, they don't.
It's just like, okay, so the movie begins. Avengers. The last Avengers.
I gotta start like fingering it too. Like I wish it had holes in the top.
Yeah, I know. You could play it like a flute.
Yeah, I should work on that. I'll just pretend.
You should have ordered a flazoo. It's the hold cousin of the kazoo, the flazoo.
The flazoo.
Yeah, the flazoo. So
it's
flute.
Like
it's like a
flute. Kazoo?
It's like a flute kazoo type deal.
So going into it, I'm hype. I mean, I'm ready. Melissa was taking her bath.
I was hoping that going into it. I'm hoping. Okay, this is gonna be good.
And it totally was, and it didn't disappoint Mason whatsoever. He enjoyed every second of it because it's a great film. And I mean, what else is to be said? Great movie. That's all. We.
Yep, that's the discussion.
Bye, guys.
That's the discussion, folks.
See you guys.
We'll catch you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, don't forget. They forgot.
Yeah, man. No, man, they really put the juice into this one.
Yeah, they
really juiced it.
They got a nice fat large budget ready. I think
a budget the size of King Kong's cock, like.
Yeah, it was juiced up.
One of those King Dong budgets.
Because they had to pay all the actors and then all the.
They paid all the actors and there was like $2 left over for the rest.
Well, yeah, and all the women that were paid to fillet Joss Whedon on set.
That's right.
That doesn't, that's not inexpensive.
No, that's at least 10% of any production that he's on.
Right. Anytime I see
20% of Cabin in the Woods.
A Joss Whedon film now, and there's like some like hot actress like in a minor role, I'm like I lift an eyebrow, and it makes me wonder. Like,
was he caught doing some kind of unscrupulous shit?
Yeah.
Wait, he was?
Well, no, he would just like
even if he wasn't, I'll say
the classic Hollywood thing is like, if you suck my cock, I'll give you a role, type shit.
So he's on that shit.
Apparently,
they caught him or no?
Well, yeah, he wrote this like whole like letter, I think, to his wife or something that she released, or I can't remember, his ex-wife who left him. He's like, yeah, when you're a Hollywood mogul, it's just, pussy's just thrown at you left, right, and center, and I couldn't resist,
At him?
Yeah, because these Hollywood actresses, they're chomping at Joss's bit,
chomping at the bit
for a little cameo or whatever. So I always just think about that when I'm watching a Joss Whedon production. But I don't like to think that
this man.
Yeah, Joss, dude.
He is a sexual icon.
Yeah,
he's only 59.
Yeah, he's still got a few Avengers left in him for sure. I thought this movie was really well.
So this was like last year. This was like last year.
Yeah, this was more recent.
Joss Whedon allegations: the undoing of the Buffy creator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he created Buffy. I never liked Buffy
because he's kind of known as this like feminist, icon or this feminist guy who's always been pushing for female-led stories, and now we know why. Now we know.
Right.
Because
the more chicks you have on your show, the higher the probability.
Right.
One of them will have had to, service. Your
damn. I hope it was worth
pipe.
It. I hope it was because
I hear actually that he exclusively wants these chicks to finger him
in his butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they can put their whole but he likes chicks, right? Because if they can get their whole fist in there, that's good. But he doesn't want a big fist. He wants like a woman's size.
Yeah.
Like a small. you know, he doesn't want to be like wrecked.
Yeah,
down
just
there.
like don't cheat on your wife. Don't do it, guys. Don't.
So Joss Whedon's fisting aside,
Mm.
being fisted, whatever, right?
Yeah, try not to take that into your viewing and watching
his
experience.
proclivity for the fist.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know about these allegations, so I didn't. That was completely not even in my sphere.
Yeah, he's canceled now. He's done.
Another film, never.
Yeah, you know, I think to watch this film is to court controversy.
Here we go.
Yeah, we might be next.
So, man, yeah, as a podcast host,
it'll never happen to us.
You're really never would. Also, I have morals and standards of behavior.
Since when?
For myself? Recently.
You developed this like last week or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fresh.
Let me know when that kicks in.
Yeah. I was just getting fisted earlier today by some random podcast fan. Sorry, Thomas Berry.
Thomas Berry's gonna be crushed, dude.
Yeah, that aside, so the movie begins, right? And Loki is zipping up his pants. What?
What's the first shot of the movie?
It's like space or something, or isn't it like
space?
Isn't it like
the final frontier?
Isn't it like space? Like
yeah, I think there's a shot up some steps, like some kooky looking alien steps.
Alien steps with like some like talking.
Yeah, and then there's like the other, he's like the leader of the Chitauri.
He's like,
and
he's got like his teeth.
He's cool. He's got like an extra thumb for no reason. I was like, does that really help?
He's like,
you really
he's
need
like
to grab
fucking,
something.
like moves all fucking.
Yeah, whoever did him they did a good job.
He looks like kind of like the speaker of like the mouth of Saruman.
Yeah, he was channeling the mouth of Sauron vibes hard, and he's like, we're giving you this army, so don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. Look, and Loki like pulling up his pants after having his just.
You're saying he got fucking bungled?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were bungling him.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was buggered.
I like buggled better.
Bungled?
Buggled.
Buggled? That's a good one too. And when it's
buggled.
If it's in space,
you know what I mean.
If it's in space, it is a buggle.
Right.
But if it's on planet Earth, it's buggering. Dude, like English people come up with the best words.
Yeah, definitely.
For the worst things.
He got a salad tossed.
That guy gave Loki the biz. Let's just start there.
Joss Whedon.
Yeah, because Loki had this like look on his face of like what was gonna happen to him if he failed, like the whole movie, Yeah,
he was like, really optimistically cautious.
He was,
he was trying to keep a positive attitude, but he knew he was gonna fuck up at some point because he always does. Because Thor always wins, and Loki can never best his better brother.
He was really good. He was really good.
It's like, I don't know. Do you think I can really best my brother this time? I hope so.
He was focused.
Yeah. He was focused.
And he was a bit cautious.
He had a lot on his plate for sure.
So really good, focused, and a bit cautious. That's the trifecta.
Too bad the Chitauri totally
that's the hat
fucking
trick.
suck.
Dude,
Ass.
don't even get me started on the Chitauri.
Chitauri.
We've
Please don't kill us.
We have we are known to have
we are worse than the United States military. We would have been taken out by.
I know, yeah.
Literally any other army on Earth.
How many are there? Yeah, it's like the Earth is huge.
Mm-hmm.
The Earth is huge, and they can hardly even handle New York, like a few blocks in New York City.
Tactically, I think it's a really poor idea to bring your entire army through one centralized hole in the sky. I mean, I'm not a tactician.
How far away are they in space? Like, why not just like drive your ship there?
They're fucking far, dude. They don't have that light speed shit.
Start driving.
Start
fucking driving.
They want to take over this planet now. What
true.
can the humans do?
What can they do?
But burn.
Yeah, one single nuke meant for New York City. Okay, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Yeah.
It's just the conclusion. There's so much going on. It's like, whoa.
Oh my god, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. I love. Here's one thing I love about the movie. Like, they set up stakes that definitely are something that could happen.
What, an alien invasion?
No, the stakes of like they shoot the nuke, and it's like it's gonna blow up the entire city of New York, like, and somehow that's gonna help with the aliens that are on the other side of this portal.
Yeah, shoot it into the fucking portal.
Yeah, what the fuck?
These
Like-
guys,
like
I think that was the point, though. Is like the Avengers knew what was going on. They were the boots on the ground. The Illuminati, top brass. They're a bunch of pencil pushing numbskulls. All they can think is nuke.
But
they're meant to be portrayed in a poor light.
There's just no tension with it, though, because it's like they're not going to nuke the entire city of New York.
Just Midtown.
Yeah, the fallout only reaches the Bronx. No, I mean, it's just like, why not just shoot it through the fucking thing? Because obviously it took out everything.
I got a nuke. I know right where to put it.
That one fucking nuke took out the entire Chitauri shit.
Well, they also closed the portal.
We keep doing this.
There's probably more.
We keep doing this. Because when you see it, and it's like there's like one ship. You see one big ship.
There was some more further in the background, in the shadows.
That's where they're all coming from. I was only shown one ship.
There was more.
That's all that exists.
They just showed that one for brevity's sake.
It was huge. All right. How many Chitauri are there? And why we never see them again? That took them all out?
There's a total of 14 Chitauri. They had to redress them, for various takes.
We never see the Chitauri again, ever, right?
Maybe in She-Hulk, I don't know.
That's not canon.
I can't wait till we get to She-Hulk, dude. The final frontier.
Oh!
Alyssa's watching Daredevil right now. She's like, this show's actually pretty good. I'm like, yeah, when Netflix had control of it, before Disney got their grubby little mitts on it.
Their mitts.
And I'm like, yeah, he shows up in She-Hulk.
Dude.
And she's like, does he fuck She-Hulk? I'm like, yeah.
Who?
Daredevil. Matt Murdock. He fucks her. They fuck.
Oh, okay. He fucks She-Hulk.
It's like the worst episode. But also the best because it's Daredevil. He's in the episode. Yeah. So but the worst because of the disservice to his character. But yeah, apparently they're making a new Daredevil show. So hopefully, I'm sure they'll.
And it's
fuck
like
that
the
up.
same guy, right? They're getting this thing. Well, that's good at least.
Yeah,
they didn't fuck that up.
Charlie Cox.
Dude, how are they gonna handle Blade? The most gruesome. Some of the most gruesome movies I saw as a child.
Yeah, it's gonna be very sanitized. They're just gonna turn into like dust whenever he kills them and. It's going to be like a joke a minute.
Yeah. Oh, man. Dude, and let me tell you what. The jokes in this movie were...
Real gutbusters?
It was too many for me.
Too many jokes? Well, hold on. So it starts off serious. There's no jokes for a while, I feel like.
What?
What can they do but burn? Cut to, NASA facility, NASA/SHIELD facility.
Right.
And they're evacuating, We got some, like, B-roll footage of people evacuating.
The Tesseract, it's activating. It's activating? Like,
yeah.
One thing that's interesting is, like, how the Tesseract keeps, like, changing of, like, what it does and, like, what it is and, like, how people can interact with it.
It's it's a portal, but it's also a mind control device, but it's also a source of power.
Over the course of the films, right? Like, it's like...
I'm kind of confused about, like, it does it all.
It's a real MacGuffin. Like it's like the MacGuffin.
They really created it to MacGuff the fuck out of the story.
It's like it'll do whatever they need it to do at any point in time.
Yeah.
But how is Loki?
It's a doorway, sir. Doors open on both sides.
Before Loki had it, how was he using it to control people's minds? I didn't get that. Because he turns Peter Quinn.
Right. I guess, I don't know how his staff is imbued with some sort of power. Is it the same power from that Tesseract?
No, I think it's some power bait power that they gave him or something.
They gave him this staff,
like bait staff
that controls people's minds. So the Tesseract is not the Mind Stone? I don't know. I'm not
Is the Tesseract
I'm not
the Mind
deep
Stone?
enough in the Marvel lore to really know what each stone does
is it the
and
Mind
what each
Stone?
color represents.
Mind. I kind of feel like it is the Mind Stone.
I thought maybe it's the Space Stone?
The Mind Stone is the yellow one.
Oh, okay.
It's the color. It's kind of like the color of piss.
That's the one in Vision's head.
The Space Stone. No, that's the Soul Stone.
So what's the blue one?
Space.
Space Stone.
You're right.
It's
Space.
a portal.
So orange
it creates portal. Yeah, because
orange is Soul.
It did suck up Red Skull and put him through a portal.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a cube of power, just that people can draw from. And
just like an infinite
energy.
Clean energy. We really need it.
Yeah. That's something the world sorely needs.
The classic.
Every line is such a banger, dude.
Dude, yeah, like a banging headache.
Fucking Clint Barton is up on the rafters.
Yeah, purple
I see
is
better from a distance.
Purple is power. Green is time.
He's a hawk.
Mind is.
Oh, you mean the hawk?
The Mind Stone is piss colored. Yeah, the hawk's up in his nest.
That Hawkeye guy is up in his nest.
I love that. That line was good.
That was good.
Line.
No, a lot of the lines.
No,
were like, I'm like, this is working.
The
for
thing
me.
is, the lines are like really bad, but like they like some of them were good still. You know.
Yeah, I can see why they put up with Joss Whedon because he really delivered on the script.
Where's the hawk?
Yeah, he's up in his
Nick
nest.
Fury. Where's the hawk? Up in his nest, of course.
I couldn't write
like
that. I would never be able to think of that. I'd be like, in my version, they'd be like, "Where's Clint Barton?" and then he'd like, be like, get done like eating some pussy or something.
You watching all the way up there? I see better from a distance.
That was good. Literally every line. I'm like, this is some witty, snappy like banter.
There was some good.
Like, you can't train that. That's just pure talent, Joss.
There was some good stuff.
He really dropped the ball with the second one. But this first one is really tight.
And then Loki like comes through the portal or whatever, and immediately he can control people's minds. Where's that coming from? Is that just
he's got the staff?
Is that does that staff just like make him more powerful?
I like how Loki looks a little fucked up. He looks like he hasn't slept in weeks.
He looks like really like kind of sweaty and like,
he's all sweaty.
He's like all like it's like he's like really trying to like dominate the situation, but he's like he looks like he's really like also like not in control of himself.
Well, when you get fucking buggled by Thanos,
that's right for months on end.
Yeah, I mean I can only imagine the kind of strain that would put you under.
So then he's on Earth, and like immediately he's like bulletproof.
Yeah, he's.
Pew, 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 pew.
Well,
ding, ding, ding,
the
ding.
thing is, he's been imbued with a little extra power by Thanos.
Ding, 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 ding.
And
they're like lighting him up.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that was good. He wipes everyone out. I like how he kicks that dude.
The amount of
you can hear that guy's back like fucking snap when it hits the wall.
Yeah,
that was sick.
The amount of
sound design was really really well done.
The amount of security was piss poor.
Oh yeah, they had like 5 guys.
Yeah, and like how did Barton even let him touch him? Barton was really not on his A game.
Barton.
Like, and so this thing, it's like if it touches you, like it'll turn you, but like not if you have a piece of metal in your chest.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ting.
Everyone should get a little.
Ting.
I guess I feel like if he had put it anywhere else.
Yeah, I know. It's like just move it over.
Just move it over to the left. Yeah. But yeah, it's fucked up because right away he like gets Eric Selvig. He gets fucking Clint Barton.
But like
they shoot Fury. They're like, let's get out of here.
That was weird though because it seemed like he already had Selvig at the end of Thor.
Did he? I didn't see that scene.
There's like a scene, yeah, and it's like Loki's like behind him, and it seems like he's controlling him.
Oh,
it was weird.
So maybe he controlled him from the start, but then why would he have to put him under a trance again?
Yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Maybe there wasn't much communication.
There wasn't. Yeah, it was like
teams.
It was like whatever. He knows where it is basically.
Kenneth Branagh refused to share the script.
But like how if they need. So like how did they get? What I don't understand how they got the Tesseract to like open up in the first place though, because nobody was. Like or was he controlling? Maybe is it that he was controlling the Doctor?
Not important.
He was controlling the Doctor, and he got him to make it open up, but they said it was opening up by itself.
Mason.
Okay, whatever.
It's
sorry.
a comic book movie.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's hard when it doesn't make sense.
I wanted to know that too, and but I knew if I kept asking myself questions like this, I was just going to ruin the experience.
It's hard. It's hard when it doesn't make sense. Okay, here's the thing. When I saw these movies back in the day, I enjoyed watching them.
Right. Yeah.
So now my brain works, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Our brains hadn't fully developed at that point. We were like below the age of 25.
Right. So yeah.
We were still.
Yeah, I see better from a distance.
Oh yeah, you took some notes.
Yeah,
you should share these notes with me beforehand, because like
I should.
I took like show them your notes. Show them your notes. Like scroll all the way. Look at all the notes Mason took. Here, I'll show you my notes for
yeah, there's a lot. Shut up. Yeah, I'll share them with you next time.
Oh, what was my note? Oh yeah, the iPhone alarm sound. Yeah, it's like they had multiple different sounds going on for the alarm of like the evacuation, but the main one they were using, like at least when they were above ground, was the classic alarm that always wakes me up whenever I need to fucking like go anywhere in the morning. Funny. And I'm like, I guess maybe this wasn't as popular of a sound back then. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know, but like,
that's funny.
I would never use the iPhone alarm sound in my
Yeah.
And the movie had good sound otherwise. Like, I thought the sound was excellent. So it was just an odd choice. That really stuck out.
It's just your classic alarm, Josh was like, you know what? Give me the one that wakes me up every day.
That really did wake me up because I was like, watching the movie, I'm like, whoa, do I need to be somewhere? Like, holy shit, I got like my fucking like sixth sense kicked in. I'm like, did I forget something?
Was I dreaming?
Yeah, right. like it's always like waking me up when I'm in this like fluid in between state of consciousness, and yeah, it's kind of a triggering sound to me now. I'm like, I don't want to hear this in a movie ever. But yeah, Fury comes out of the helicopter. He looks absolutely ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
like his outfit. Like I know the whole thing's ridiculous, but like it's just like, why is he wearing like a full on like leather like trench coat?
I know. Like what? How is this like?
Because he shows up like in a full black.
What is
suit.
This like spy outfit?
Yeah, later, and like the full black suit looks really cool.
Yeah,
like he can have a little bit of pizzazz to his outfit, and I know like the black like leather trench coat is like probably more comic accurate.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It just seemed like
when him and Maria Hill showed up, it was like
wouldn't be wearing this in like I don't know. It just seemed his outfit seemed really crazy.
When him and Maria Hill showed up, it really was like, okay, like they're trying to like this is like they're trying to paint the picture of the comic book. Like they want that they wanted this to match
very like comic accurate.
Some kind of panel.
Which I appreciated. Yeah, I mean, I guess in the comics, I guess he did kind of look like that because before when he was white in the comics, he had this like blue, like really stupid blue and white like get up.
Yeah.
And it was just like, that would look terrible too. Right. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous, but it was kind of like you could tell, it's kind of like, okay, they're doing a thing.
The Matrix was like 20 years ago.
They're doing a thing. It's like,
oh yeah. That's what's like still considered like cool to Joss Whedon.
Right.
Whatever, like this character, he's cool, so we'll put him in a really cool outfit.
He's gonna look like fucking Neo or Morpheus.
But it's just like Samuel L. Jackson, so it's like it's not like he's Blade or something. Like he can't. I just don't know. He didn't really pull it off.
Yeah.
But that aside, I think the opening is pretty strong.
It's pretty strong, and there's some good lines, like in Hawkeye, it's like, oh, the hawk is back, like, and he's in his nest, like, and he sees better from a distance. But but then he's like immediately turned, so it's like.
Alyssa was like, "This is like the ultimate hot guy movie." She's like, every friend in my friend group when we were watching these, when we were like teenagers or preteens or whatever, however old they were, like they each had a different guy they thought was
oh
like, the
really
hottest. Yeah,
nice,
and they all like
That's
picked
hot.
on their one friend for liking Clint Barton. Because
he's hot though.
No one else like saw it. They all the other friends were like would like rag on her for
he's
it.
Sexy.
Yeah, because Alyssa she really likes Cap.
Right.
And then like she said no one liked Tony. She said no one was into Robert Downey.
His gogoatee in this movie.
Yeah, the goatee really throws you off.
It's back on like the villain goatee that he had at the beginning. It's like too similar.
Is it always like that throughout every movie, or does it?
I feel like it morphs.
It's really sharp in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's really clean.
The sharper it is, the less good looking he is.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah.
And Gwyneth Paltrow was like kind of looking like an insane person.
Oh yeah, I mean she's always looked insane.
She didn't look that insane in the first one.
Yeah,
she kind of seemed like a normal person in the first one. I don't know, but and Iron Man, but like progressively, it's like I mean, I guess she was really trying to get goop off the ground or whatever. So, I mean, you have one of those pussy candles, right?
Oh man, I should buy some goop products for Christmas.
And just put them in the background here.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy. We'll light it. We'll smell her pussy.
Ew.
Every time we're recording.
No.
That's disgusting.
Basically cheating.
That's so disgusting. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, now Loki's bulletproof. And like sometimes people can touch the Tesseract, some people can't. Sometimes people can't.
Fury, she tried to like kind of casually walk away with it.
Yeah. That was so good. I love that. I was like, wait, is he gonna get away with it?
Yeah, he was so like nonchalant about it. Like, like maybe Loki will just let me walk away with this. I'll try. He grabbed it with his gloves. He had the gloves on though, so I think that's what was okay about it. And Loki,
I guess.
has Clint Barton shoot him.
Right.
They make their escape as the facility sort of implodes, which is really cool because it could have just exploded. I like the implosion.
The implosion,
really
the
nice.
whole effect, and like the scene, like it was a really dynamic like chase scene with like a lot going on. It was like. Okay, like they're it's like they gotta get away and get him, but then there's also like it's collapsing on top of them, and you're seeing it from like outside and then inside with Maria. It was good. It was really dynamic. I like that. I thought that was like a good moment.
Yeah, well edited. well put together.
Really like okay, and it gets you set up for the rest of the movie because it's like, okay, they're pulling out the stops.
Yeah,
like this is just the beginning.
Definitely.
And so Loki looking mighty sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
Is a note I have, and then a world free from freedom. LMFAO.
That's a bit later, isn't it?
Is it? No, I mean maybe it is. I don't think so. Let's see. No. He says it then.
Oh, that's his like mantra throughout the entire.
Yeah.
thing.
He's like time for a world free from freedom.
He's
and like he like this whole one thing that really was not working for me throughout the whole movie was like his like little diatribes, his like little monologues that he goes on of like
you can't stand
like the humans. You want to be, slaves and
you crave
subjugation. Like, where's this coming from? Like, what? Like, why is this his character moment? Like,
he's got to say something.
Like,
I guess.
I guess, yeah. It was just weird. It's like this. He wasn't like this before. He wasn't like this in the preous film that we saw.
He was giving me kind of like Nazi vibes.
Yeah. And then there's
that
moment where that like old guy stands up. He's like, not me.
Never again.
Yeah.
Ex-Nazi.
And just like every good chase sequence in a car, there's like a sick drift and then good backwards driving action.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're in for a good one when they're like driving backwards. Like the
Definitely.
same speed
And then shooting through the window.
Right. Pop, 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 pop.
And the gun sound effects were dope. They sounded like cannons.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
And you were like, oh shit, like he's invincible though, so don't even bother.
Yeah.
Maria Hill, like what are you up to?
Yeah, he was being shot directly by ARs and shit. So
yeah, he's fine.
And then
gets away clean.
Yeah, sick implosion of the base.
Fury jumps out of a helicopter as it crashes. That was awesome.
Love a good love a good chopper crash.
And then we cut the title.
Right.
And Alan Silvestri comes in with the really nice music. The music really carries the entire film for me.
We're at war.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Not time to call in some favors.
Yeah. It's a level 7. We're at war.
Yeah, what does that mean? How many levels are there?
I guess there. Yeah, how far up does it go? Is 7 the highest?
7 the highest? It's got to be right.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah, maybe 10.
And then you're dropped like back into the shit with Black Widow.
Right. She's
and that's when the jokes start.
Right. This is the first like kind of jokey bit. Where she's being interrogated,
like multiple.
And
jokes.
Alyssa's like, "Why is this hot?" I'm like, "You're right. It is." Like
it's a little bit sexy.
I got whiplash because like, oh yeah, Black Widow hasn't been like sexy in like a really long time.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see her like on her sexy shit again.
Yeah, I guess
nice.
I guess Scarlett Johansson was like looking like more like voluptuous in this movie than she was in other ones.
I don't know.
I think that's part of it.
It's just like the way she's written.
She was looking a little thicker.
Yeah, she's got a little thickness to her, and
she was eating those Snickers.
It was okay to like be sexy. I think today Marvel wouldn't ever do anything like that.
Wouldn't do it. Yeah, she's like in her. She's like being like tortured.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're like telling her everything she wants to know.
Acting like
Oh, you got me. Like
she's weak or whatever.
Right.
I'm weak. And
it's it's like classic.
She's not so weak.
It's like classic like Russian like import export like bait.
Yeah.
Why's the guy in a military uniform though? I didn't get that.
He's like a Russian stooge. Like he's like in the military.
He's like in the Russian military wearing his military uniform in America.
No. This was in Russia.
It was in Russia.
Yeah.
It says Russia.
It does. Yeah. There's like Russian signs on the outside of the building and stuff.
Okay.
Like it's like. She's there.
All right. She's in Russia.
Yeah, she's getting all the dirt from these guys. But then once
she's getting everything she wants. Yeah.
That Clit's been exposed.
Clit
Barton.
Clit Barton is wild.
Clit Barton has been exposed and
an exposed clit. Who can?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
She's like, this changes everything. And I'm gonna start whipping you with my hair.
Right? Yeah.
Remember that part?
Oh yeah, nice but simple torture instruments too.
Yeah, he's just gonna pull her teeth out.
He's got like a hammer and like a pipe, like those like like an adjustable wrench. They're not
it wasn't anything too scary.
They're not sinister torture instruments. They're just like nice simple like just went to Home Depot like tool section.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll have to wait. Why did I say that? Maybe you'll have to write it down. I said I put maybe you'll have to write it down. Was there some line?
Oh yeah, because she's gonna get all her teeth pulled by the Russian.
Oh yeah.
So she's not gonna be able to speak.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
There's some nice wittiness banter and stuff.
And then the classic hair whip move.
Yeah, this fight scene was I got a little bit disoriented.
It's not a good.
A lot of cuts.
It's not a good introduction to the skills of Black Widow. The thing is about Black Widow,
there were some cool moments, like the stunt people did a really good job.
Yeah.
Like when she flips on her back and then flips back on her feet really fast. I saw a behind the scenes picture of Scarlett with her like stunt woman in that scene, and the stunt woman like is basically looks like Scarlett Johansson, but she's like jacked.
Right.
Like she looks like her muscles are like really well defined.
Right.
And I'm like, oh damn, so that's why she could do all that shit.
Right. Yeah.
And then she does the classic like thighs around your face and then flip around and throw the meat head down or whatever.
Yeah.
Good, the classic Black Widow.
She takes
shit.
all these guys out like no problem.
Yeah.
She was never in any danger. Don't worry.
Right. Yeah. She uses her feminine wiles
type of shit.
Them.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And then she's on on the move. Then she's on the case.
Yeah, there's that cute little cutaway to Phil Coulson like just patiently waiting as she kicks all their asses.
Right, right.
There wasn't anything too jokey in this scene, was there?
What?
There wasn't any moment where it was like, ugh, what a groaner.
Kind of
What's the groaner moment?
It was just like it was a little bit too joke.
Just the vibe.
As soon as the phone call happened. As soon as the phone call started, it was just like, I don't know.
If the Russians had seemed a little bit more sinister, if like they cast them scarier, if the lighting was a little more sinister,
they were taking it too like joke. They were like taking it too non-seriously.
Yeah. That and then maybe the torture instruments were a little more serious looking. Maybe that would have helped the scene.
Yeah, like why couldn't they get like Lashif or something?
Oh shit.
That would have been good.
Shit.
He's like
that would have been scary.
He's
as
like
hell.
torturing her. He's like torturing her like.
That would have made the scene too good though. Then I would be disappointed he's not in the rest. Of the movie.
He's got her like on like a chair with no bottom, and he's like hitting her with like a knotted hitting her pussy with like a knotted rope or something.
NC-17. Well, it cannot release in the U.S. your $250 million movie.
Hey, they let them do it.
I will not cut that scene.
They let them do it to Daniel Craig.
You can do it to Daniel Craig. You can't do that to Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's true.
ScarJo is off limits.
That's true.
The MPA will never.
They'll never let
Lashif do that to her.
Yeah. So anyway, So where?
He's like, I need you to get the big guy.
Oh yeah. Cut to like India.
No, well, I think we cut to Nick Fury first talking to the council of.
Oh yeah, the bait council.
The bait council of Illuminati.
No, I think that's right after. I think that's right after the Hulk. Because then I have the Council of Old Codgers.
Really?
I have.
Because I'm pretty sure it goes ScarJo.
I put.
Then we see Cap.
Maybe.
Then we see.
Maybe. No.
Iron Man, and then we see Hulk. Right? There's some sort of sequence.
No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
we're not going to go from a ScarJo scene right into another ScarJo scene.
Here's what. Well, it's not a ScarJo scene because the scene is on Bruce.
Damn, it's hard.
It's like here's the order I have it. I have it written down, and is, ScarJo scene. Then then it goes to the scine with Bruce.
Okay, because it's more about him.
Because he
he's treating like sick
it's like
people
and it's like
South America.
It's where or like India or something.
Was he in India?
It seemed like it was India.
I thought it was South America.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting my places wrong. It seemed like the little girl was like Indian.
Huh.
Was like
Let me look this up.
But maybe I don't know. It seemed kind of like Asian.
Phone is bright as fuck.
Or Asian
dude.
motif. Yeah, you're trying to.
Jesus.
God, you're trying to blow my irises out.
Yeah, literally.
And then so it goes to him, and then he like this little girl comes and she's got like money, She's like, "Will you save my father?
Right.
Will you save my papa?" But it's like, wouldn't he have done it for free? Like, and then he shows up there. She like scampers away, whatever. He's like, and there's like a weird line of like,
oh, they are in India.
Should have got paid first.
Why is he in India? That seems like really far away.
He's like he was trying to go to like the ends of the earth,
Calcutta.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought the little girl looked like she was from India, and I was about to have my mind blown. I got to put the in reverse card on you though.
Right. Maybe they shot it in South America.
The old South America
They
way.
just dubbed everyone's lines to be Indian.
There you go.
Yeah, fuckers.
Yeah.
They fooled you.
But she like runs off with the money or whatever, and like there's no father to help. It's like a trap. It's like a bait trap. And he has like a line. He's like, "Oh, should have got paid first." It's like, are you?
Wait, was he gonna take the money?
I know. That was a weird line.
Yeah.
It's like
I guess
like,
he has to get paid
it's
something.
It's like, oh,
so
haha. I'm not really. He's a genius.
Or maybe he just said that to be funny.
Yeah, to him, like just muttering
just
it to himself.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. And then ScarJo, he's like, oh, the other guy. They start talking about the other guy.
She comes out in this like kind of like Indian appropriation like outfit. I don't know like what she's wearing.
Yeah,
she's
it was
wearing some sort of like
kind of like a like
a scarf or something.
Yeah,
it's very like she's cultural.
She's blending in.
Is she though?
She's blending. No, not at all.
I guess she's trying to come off as soft and approachable.
Right.
She doesn't want to wear her like military garb.
She's like, "Hello, Mr. Dr. Banner."
And then right away the sexual tension is
through the roof.
Getting up.
Oh, the roof is literally blown off this place with the sexual tension.
A lot of people said like the romance between them like came out of nowhere in the second one. But I never really. I always thought there was something between them.
They were kind of giving each other the cutie eye.
Yeah, they set it up in this movie.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not like strong. It's not heavy, but it's there.
Yeah, and Mark Ruffalo was looking hot.
Oh, Mark was looking absolutely fucking like.
He was sexy. In this movie.
Really. I was really getting turned on.
And Alyssa was like, "Yeah, I've never really looked at Mark Ruffalo like that before, but like whoever's doing his his tailor in this movie,
is he like short?
I don't know.
Is he like really, they made him look
like 4'5".
They made him look really short in the movie.
Huh?
I felt like.
Just to contrast with his,
I don't know.
His largeness.
I guess so. Yeah,
they
kept shooting him like it was almost like Gandalf and the Hobbits or something. Like not on that level,
small,
but
unsuspecting.
Yeah,
he's meek until he's not.
Mark Ruffalo. Let's see. I want his height.
You see that guy?
He's 5'8".
Oh, that's pretty short.
He's pretty short.
There's that guy on TikTok who goes around and like asks guys how.
Oh wow, he's totally gray now.
How? I know. He's
that's
so
even
old
hotter.
now.
That's even hotter.
I don't know. He's looking pretty ruffaloed.
Yeah.
You seen that guy on TikTok? He goes like to gyms and asks guys how tall they are. Like 6'3", bro. And he's like, he pulls out a measuring tape. He's like, mind if I measure you right here? And they're like, no, don't do me like that.
Yeah.
And he'll measure them. He'll be like, dude, you're fucking 5'10". And they'll be like, no, dude, like don't mess with me like that. Like some of them get like pissed.
Like
or
pissed,
whatever.
like the other one like fight or whatever.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, steroids actually make you shorter.
I always
fact.
I always tell people I'm 6'2" because like I think that's what I measured myself as a long time ago. But like maybe I've shrunk or I don't know. I need to remeasure because
someone asked me how tall I am. 5 feet.
That's what you say?
5 feet. Yeah, and then
you're 6'3", right?
Yeah, but
is that what you say?
No, 5 feet.
You do not say 5 feet. What do you say if someone legitimately asks you, "Hey, bro, how tall are you?"
I'd say 6'2" because I'm pretty sure I'm like 6'3". So
take one off.
Take one off.
Yeah,
that
maybe
way.
I should start doing that. I don't want to be in that situation where like I say I'm 6'2" and then he measures me. I'm 6'1". Or whatever.
Yeah. So but anyway, so yeah, and then she like recruits Bruce, right? He's like really he's hesitant. Because I'd be hesitant too if I used to be Edward Norton.
Yeah, he's
I wish that they
not Edward Norton
I wish
anymore.
they had just got him for that movie.
What, Mark?
Yeah.
Well, they
thought they were gonna have Edward for
they
like the whole
thought they were
thing.
gonna get Edward. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't consider Mark. Yeah, but Mark's definitely a better Bruce Banner.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it was
easier to work with too. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Based on the hearsay.
Right. Apparently,
Edward Norton refused to fist Joss Whedon, and that was just the final. That was the final straw.
Joss's advances.
Yeah,
that was that.
Yeah, because Edward Norton also has small fists. So basically, if you have a small fist, Joss, he propositions you. Anyway, so then
it's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You got to find the actor with just the right.
Right. So then where'd my fucking notes go? Then I'm pretty sure it's the Council of Old Codgers after she recruits him.
They're like backlit so ominously.
Yeah.
But you can also see them well. Like whoever did the lighting on this is like, you think like government officials, like they're just gonna have like a shitty webcam set up,
right?
Realistically,
right.
But these guys, they got like the pros in there to help them with their lighting.
Yeah,
and they're. Instead of just all being on one screen like a normal last thing, there's like 4 separate screens around Fury.
They've each got like their own.
It's very cinematic.
It's
very dramatic.
Oh no, it looks great. Is that like from the comic book? Is that
Probably.
the Council of Codgers?
I mean, there's always like some dark council,
the
leaking,
the Illuminati
in the shadows, leaking.
Yeah,
in
who
the
the fuck even are they?
they're just, there's a white guy who's like American.
There's a woman.
There's a white woman who's British.
Right.
There's like a brown guy who's probably like Arabian or something. He kind of looked Arabian.
Okay.
And then there's a Chinese man.
Okay.
And then there was...
there's 5, right? Or is there 4?
Is that it? I think that might be it. That kind of represents everyone, right? Who are we missing? Who are we missing?
Someone Native American.
I don't think there's like a black guy on the council.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, yeah. And then they're like, they're like giving him the business or whatever. That scene was good. I mean, it's like, okay, like, these guys, these are the powers that be.
Right.
These are the powers that be. And then he says something that alludes to Captain America.
Oh, yeah. He goes, that's right. Like wars are fought by soldiers.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Da-da-dun.
Yeah.
Da-da-dun. Da-da-dun.
Well,
we cut to...
war isn't won by sentiment.
Yeah.
It's won by soldiers.
Yeah, bro. Really good, nice, like, smooth transitions from scene to scene.
Yeah.
And then we cut to the coolest possible gym ever. Like, this is the kind of gym I want to go to.
This is the kind of gym that, like, you find, like, an up-and-coming boxing star in.
Definitely. This is like the Matt Murdock type gym, where it's like, this is where you train.
Yeah.
You never run in the treadmill. You never do.
It's all calisthenics.
Yeah, it's just you just punch a bag for hours on it.
Right.
Like there's no other type of workout.
It's like your classic gym from like the 1940s.
Right.
Yeah. Or like where the guys are wearing like the high waisted like little shorts.
And like the paint is peeling. There's like tacky shit all over the walls.
Henry Houdini's in the fucking corner. Fucking lifting like the most comically old dumbbell.
Yeah, like with the big circular.
Yeah.
With like the. Yeah, no, that, definitely. I can see it now.
Dude, yeah.
I can smell it.
And it's like such a good scene of Cap, and he's like really fucking like laying into this bag, and it's like you're like, oh shit, like he's really letting it out, and then he keeps building and building the tension,
and
then he fucking destroys that sandbag. The dude goes through sandbags like people go through tissues.
That got a big laugh in the audience. I remember when I saw it opening day or whatever. Cuts, pans down, and there's a bunch of sandbags.
Where did we see it? I'm sure we saw it together. Where did we see it?
I think we saw it at the. I know it premiered at the El Capitan, but I think we saw it at the Grauman in Hollywood.
You really?
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't there.
I forgot if you were there or not. Grauman.
I think I was, because I don't think I'd been to Grauman's until I went to go see. It
was great. It was a great experience. I still remember the time.
The time.
Times were had.
Yeah, so...
I don't remember who I was with, but I remember that it was a good time.
Yeah.
Vividly. Vividly a good time.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We got to put her in the water.
They say, yeah. And then like Cap...
They show a little, some flashbacks and what have you.
I love... He's like flashing back to the war,
Yeah.
Cap's chaps and like being frozen and shit.
If you pause for one frame, there's a quick shot of him getting it in with a hot babe.
This like retcon bait that Forrest is trying to sell.
It's like he's not a virgin after all. Look at the Avengers. Look at that one frame in the flashback. He's getting it in. It's just him like.
It's just like like,
thrusting. Wow.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Like moment of bust.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, filthy.
And then he's and one thing I like about, I don't know if I like it or if I don't.
I gotta put her in.
It's like it kind of sells Cap's character, but I also kind of don't like it of what they were doing with like him saying like shit that like makes it seem like he is like an old man with like antiquated views.
Did he?
Yeah. Because he says like they said we won. They didn't say what we lost.
What did we lose?
I know. That's what I'm saying. And like later, he's like
a thinker.
Later, it's like what did we lose? Like the women being able to not being able to vote. What did we lose? They made the civil.
I'm sure we lost some shit.
Not having the Civil Rights Act. What? I mean, what is it? Family values.
Maybe confidence in our own government. Confidence in our own.
Yeah. It could be shit like that.
Nationalism, I suppose.
Could be shit like that.
It's vague. Joss kind of leaves it intentionally vague.
It's intentionally vague, but says
it's kind of an important aspect to his character.
He says like I want to know more. Other weird stuff. He says
I want
like
to
other.
ask Cap a bunch of political questions.
He says, yeah.
How do you feel about abortion, Cap?
He says like other weird stuff like throughout the movie that is just kind of like in that same vein of like he's like yeah.
Make a video like that.
He's like trying to
asking Cap the hard questions.
He's like trying to like reconcile like the world that he came from with like where he is now, and it's like kind of good
He's
character
a man out of time
moments, but it's like it doesn't really go. It's like too subtle almost. I don't know. Like
here with another mission, trying to get back in the world.
Yeah.
Trying to save it.
Trying to save it.
Yeah, good stuff.
You can count on me. You know. Oh man. We'll get to this later.
Yeah.
But so then it goes to Tony. Then it goes to Tony. The tone.
He's moving and grooving.
He's like underwater, fucking like working on some fucking.
That's a really nice moment.
On some like cable, some like underwater cable.
Sometimes if I'm having like a panic attack or like some sort of stressful situations happening in my life, I'll just think of that moment underwater with Tony. And he just like.
And he puts a thing on it.
Not
like,
a care in the world.
Like goes around.
Yeah. He's just sawing through like a thing.
It's like
underwater,
like data or power cable.
He's adding his own little Stark tech to it, and just the way the music in that scene is just it's so peaceful and so nice. And then it's like, the music rises. Right. It's so good. Like, oh my god,
the music rises as he does.
Yeah, as he's rising, he bursts through the water.
Do.
He almost hits that boat. Like, careful, bro. And he bursts through the water right next to this like boat.
It's like his armor isn't like clunky anymore. It's not like a clunky acceleration or turn. It's like
he's got it down.
It's like whoop, got it. You know, because I didn't watch
really nice camera moves and shots. And
it's Iron Man 2 came out also before this movie, right?
Yeah.
Didn't watch that one.
No, skip that one.
Didn't watch that one. Did 3 come out before this? Or
no, 3 came out after this
3's
one.
after. Okay.
I think we're gonna skip that one too.
That's what I thought.
That one's really bad.
Yeah.
That one's just like
the
Shane Black mess.
The Iron Legion.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So. Yeah, and then he's like, then the Stark Tower is revealed.
Oh yeah, the tower,
dude.
And he got some prime real estate for this thing, dude. It's like
it was expensive.
You can see the Chrysler buildings right there.
He spent all his money.
Yeah,
but he still got more.
Yeah, he's got infinite.
Even though they're not
infinite amounts.
Yeah,
of
they
money.
don't even sell weapons anymore, but he's still got. What
do
the
they
money.
sell?
And like the building
like
is the building is gonna like
in this world he probably like is the one who invented the iPhone.
Yeah,
not like Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Well, they all have these like little like squares of like holographic like.
Yeah,
you notice whenever no one really uses an iPhone in this movie.
Yeah, what phones were they using in the first one in Iron Man? It was like some product placement.
Oh, the Nokias or something.
Yeah, or like Blackberries or something.
Probably. Yeah.
Like Blackberry wouldn't pony up.
No, yeah, like Coulson comes over and hands him this like laptop, and it's like nothing I've ever seen before. It's like 2 pieces of glass that you pull apart and stick together.
Tony's like trying to get it in.
What? Trying to get what in?
He's trying to get it in with Pepper. He's trying to pepper her pots.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's established that they're in a relationship now.
Yeah, so they have sex, I guess.
I guess they at this point they have sex, and she's kind of like,
she's playing a little bit hard to get.
She's playing
a little bit like coy and flirty.
Being coy and flirty,
right.
The classic banter.
She's got her peppers out.
Yeah, she's got like these like booty shorts on.
What?
And she's walking around.
Yeah, the booty shorts.
She's comfortable, and
she did not have booty shorts on, did she?
Well, they're like really high shorts. I don't know what's a booty short. I don't even know what that is.
It's like where
really.
you see like the ass cheeks.
I feel like you could almost see them. Almost. Maybe they weren't quite booty shorts. Maybe.
I'll have to.
They were like they would never dress a woman like this in a Marvel movie now. Like that would be fully But her legs were exposed and you could tell they were about to fuck. Basically,
yeah, he really was. He was ready to get it in.
Yeah,
they were celebrating.
They were drinking, and
they're like having like
and then
Phil
comes in.
Coulson just busts in.
Somehow he's able to override Tony's security systems. That's like concerning.
Yeah, that's like not kind of
especially since
inconsistent.
It's revealed several movies later or a couple movies later that they're actually Hydra. It's like, damn, Tony really needs to like up his security.
Right.
This is not chill.
Yeah, and it's also inconsistent.
Why is that?
With Tony being able to hack their security. Because like if he's so good at security that he gets through theirs.
Right, yeah, that's so true.
Why are they able to get through his? Whatever, right? Whatever. Pepper probably put in like the special
at any time.
She keeps calling Coulson by his first name.
Phil.
Yeah, it's like a special Phil, like override or something. Yeah. Why is he Phil?
Hold on a second. Am I gonna get pussy still?
I trimmed up my goatee extra sharp just to go down on you.
Yeah, you need to trim that thing.
Yeah, and he's got like this like crazy ass like tablet like future computer it's like he's like looking at it. Yeah, it was cool. I like the you're introduced to this like space in Stark Tower.
Yeah.
That we may or may not see later.
Right. Yeah, they built a set for sure. There's probably some green screen involved, or blue screen possibly. I'm not exactly sure, but there are some VFX involved because pretty sure they didn't actually build an entire skyscraper.
Unfortunately,
in the middle of Manhattan.
Joss,
they didn't have that in the budget.
Yeah, after his hand jobs came out of the budget, there wasn't nearly enough. There wasn't nearly enough.
Right. So, yeah, they established that Stark, has his tower there. And
and then he's like, wait, you're missing one key part. She's like, when you're done with your homework,
then
right.
She gets a little like close. Yeah, when she did that, I was like to Alyssa, I'm like, anal?
Yeah.
and she's like, why are you always talking about anal?
Mackenzie was.
What else could it be?
I think Mackenzie said anal too, and I was like, that's too vanilla for like the look that he gave her.
I'm like, yeah, like it's got to be something like devious, like dirty. You know what I mean? Like, and like I'm thinking like,
or maybe
anal's like
fisting.
Anal's like the most like kind of like like vanilla, like tame thing that is still considered somewhat taboo.
Yeah,
that I could really that's just what pops to my mind immediately. But yeah, I'm like, Tony, like
probably something special,
probably something way crazier.
Yeah,
than that.
Probably something special. I mean, let's not forget, this is the man. I mean, here's the thing: billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Yeah. What was it? We never know. We never get told what Pepper was going to do to him.
Can we like
maybe it's like a rim job or something.
Can we like turn up?
He just loves to get his ass eaten.
I'll let you lick my asshole. like that's.
Yeah, it was something dirty, dude. It was something fucking perverted.
You're gonna come back and pepper my pots. That gets him going.
Yeah,
he loves to pepper her pots.
Because he kind of had like this like excited.
It was like he had just like it was basically Christmas.
She doesn't usually let him do whatever she said.
Right. So like it must be absolutely filthy.
Yeah, it must be really fucking dirty. Oh man, I
right.
Where's that movie, dude?
I'll get the strap on. Oh no, Mackenzie. I think that's what Mackenzie said. She was like a full strap on or something. But yeah, it's got to be something. I think it's something like a couple echelons like above like whatever like the normal.
Yeah. Well, it's maybe one day we'll.
It's like that billionaire.
Maybe if we enhance the audio on the film.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, can we dial up the?
Yeah, put it through some filters and like find out what she really fucking said.
Can AI help us with this?
I think it can.
Yeah,
I think so.
I said I wrote down, what did she whisper in his ear? God only knows.
Yeah, maybe we don't want to know.
And then it's like back to Loki, right? Is it not?
I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where we cut back to Loki, and he's having some visions, or he's talking to the other guy, and he's like, "You better not fuck this up again." Like reinforcing, like if you fuck this up, you're gonna.
I'm the right. Oh yeah, and he's
you're
like,
really gonna. There's not gonna be any crevice you can hide.
Right. He's like, I'm the
We're
rightful
really gonna bugger
king.
you now.
I'm the rightful king.
Yeah. He's not though.
And
he's not.
Like, I'm the rightful king of Asgard. It's like, what are you talking about?
Not only are you the younger brother, but you're also not even actually born of Odin, and you betrayed everyone.
You were never the rightful king of Asgard.
I was a king.
You were only the king because your dad decided to take a nap.
Right. The Odin sleep.
Right.
I still can't get over that.
Yeah.
That was great.
I love that part. Yeah.
I was watching Avengers. I was like, "This is good and all," but I mean,
it's not Thor.
Like, I wish I was watching Thor right now.
Shut up, bro. You are wild. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. So somehow, this guy like he like pulls him back into the nether or zone or whatever, and he's like, I'll bugger you some more.
Yeah, I'll bugger you harder than ever before.
You'll wish for something as sweet as pain. That was a good line.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What he said?
Yeah, he says like you'll
wish for something
you'll pray for something as sweet. He's like, I know pain. He's like, you'll wish for something as sweet as pain.
What's beyond pain?
Bungling. Really? Being what is it? What is it?
Buggled.
another buggling by this dude, because
that sounds painful.
That alien guy doesn't have a normal dick. It's like
a three-pronged,
thorny and like a trident. Yeah.
I mean, the extra thumb is not the only thing extra he has.
I wrote down the rightful king in what dimension, and then I also wrote down they really got him by the pigtails. It's like they really got him by the fucking. But like the thing is,
but then Loki takes a shower and he attends a fancy events.
Yeah.
He's not exactly hiding.
It was funny though, because it's like they sent him to Earth, like, but apparently they can't get to Earth. So like, how would they fucking get? How would they ever do anything to him if he just was like, oh yeah, nah?
I think they can send one person to Earth or a couple people, but they just in order to bring the whole army.
And I guess they can like bring his like psyche to them somehow.
Yeah, he's got some sort of psychic
all
link.
that shit is like really.
Yeah, it's science.
It's bait.
It's
where I come from, they call it magic.
Yeah. Well, where I come from, it's magic and science are one and the same.
Right.
I'll never forget that shit. That shit's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
I'm saying that all the time now.
That's a real eye roller.
Yeah.
My eyes like rolled all the way around on that one.
So then he talks to Clit and he talks to Eric Selvig, and Selvig's got like a nice, like, even though they're like mind controlled, he's just got kind of like a happy, like go lucky attitude.
Oh, he's like kind of like methed up or something.
Yeah. He's just like smiling and he's very jovial.
He's really having a good time. And
yeah. I'd like to see Stellan Skarsgård as like a nice like Swedish Santa.
That'd be good.
Like nice Swedish Santa Claus.
That'd
with
be
a
good.
Big belly.
Yeah,
he'd do a full beard. He'd do a really good job with that.
He's got like this like manic kind of joy.
He does. Yeah.
Him.
Where he's also like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then Clit Barton
he's like got like a team.
He grabs his bow and arrow in a way where it almost made me come like instantaneously.
Yeah. He like grabs it out of the case and like fold it up and he's like.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And he does that multiple times in the movie, and every single time I got so close.
He really was edging me.
He was really edging me. Yeah. And then
he seems like a short guy too, right?
There's like
he looks like he's like 4 foot 2.
He does seem short. And then
the shortest Avenger.
A short king, right? So and then there's like this like really bait like throwaway line of like, where
or maybe he's just really compact. I don't know. He's like his muscular structure is just there's something about it where he's just very compact.
He's got like efficient body energy.
Yeah. I can definitely see the appeal. Alyssa was like, he's like not my type at all. Like, I can't believe like Megan thought he was hot. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm like, I don't know. He's got the way he opened that fucking bow and arrow. You see that? You see how he opened that thing? I want to like animate that. Like, that's so fucking cool.
Wait, do it again.
And he like kind of strikes a pose as he does it too.
And I know. Then like each time it's like.
Yeah, and he'll keep talking. You're just like, oh my god. Like,
yeah.
Hold
up. Calm down, Papa.
They go to Germany.
Wait, hold on. There's like a goofy line though. They're like, it's like, where do all these people come from? You like, because you're thinking like, where do these people come from?
Right.
Are they all controlled or?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Shield has no shortage of enemies.
Shield has no shortage of enemies.
So they're not all mind controlled.
But you know where to find them in an hour or two.
We're in Germany now.
We have
a fancy party.
We have. Don't worry.
This part confused me.
We have as many nondescript, henchmen as we need.
I think the 10 Rings were involved, right? I'm not joking. I saw like a 10 Rings logo somewhere at some point in the movie.
Bro,
I think it was the 10 Rings.
I couldn't tell you.
He's knocked on their front door.
There are some of Shield's many enemies, which is like Shield is like a clandestine thing that people don't know about. So like, how do they have so many enemies? And how did they find those enemies in whatever? Okay, so
we're in Germany. Loki's got his fancy attire.
He's like at like a nice like thing. There's like music. Dun, 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 dun,
yeah, the editing was nice and slick here.
Right.
And he this part kind of confused me because I remember it like he took this guy's eyeball out.
I think he just scanned it.
But I'm watching this movie, and he just like scanned it.
Yeah, it's
and Clit's at the door with the other, version of it, and it's just like projecting an eyeball,
it's like
so they can get in.
It's like moving.
And I'm thinking, can't Loki just like fucking blow that door open? Like, why does he need to like publicly go in front of everyone, do this weird thing to this guy where like it's like cutting his eyeball out, but all it's doing is scanning it.
It's like blades that are spinning. I put down nice.
That was a cool scene.
Nice eye
that.
scanner.
I was just I showed how like ruthless Loki was.
I liked how ruthless
and
the sound design of the eye scanners. It was like
you could hear like the gore. Yeah,
but like the guy's eye was like totally fine and like still moving and connected because like in the scan,
scanner, it's still there.
It's
so like what is
moving.
I guess it's just like
moving,
holding him steady.
He didn't. I don't know. That was weird. That was weird. Yeah,
it would be better if he just took took his eye out.
It's like,
used it.
well, it's also just like, why not wait until like that guy's asleep or something? Like, why do this in the middle of this event? I guess he was trying to like shut this whole thing of like the humans want to be controlled.
Wait, what was he even trying to get at this event? He was trying to get the door open.
He was trying to get the door open for the bait metal that they needed.
The bait metal.
Yeah, they needed some bait metal. Remember, because like Selvig's like, we need this bait metal, and it's only this one guy has
for what, the portal?
Yeah, to build the machine.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, we need this bait metal, and the guy's like, it's like, oh, this one guy has it. So they take that guy's eye, use it to break into his thing. But like, they could have just broken into his like door, like into his thing anyway. Obviously.
Right. Because Loki's like super powerful.
Yeah, and I guess and then they and then the Avengers show up.
Yeah, they're like, Cap, you're up.
Well, he's like out there. He's like Neo. Like it's like a bunch of like like people.
That's where the movie really starts to get going.
Like a whole crowd of like just terrified white people.
Yeah, a bunch of Germans.
Yeah. Neo, but they speak English.
A lot of Germans speak English.
It's like very.
It's plausible for sure.
I don't know. I mean, when I was there, it was pretty hit or miss.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Every German I've ever known has like been able to speak very good English.
Maybe, well, yeah, because they're interacting. Well, I mean, they're interacting with you,
right.
So they must.
I guess that makes sense.
Be able to speak, But yeah, maybe we were also in like more like rural parts, not in like big towns.
I think they teach English like in their school. It's like one of the.
I'm just saying, like when we were there, it was like it was like hit or miss. So, but whatever. So okay. So these people all speak English. Could be
fucking American.
These people all speak English. And then he's like Neil.
What language do they speak in Asgard? English. Yeah, I think that
pure American.
In the
English.
Marvel universe, they never really do like the whole like
other languages.
Because in Captain America, none of the Germans spoke German, even when they were talking to each other.
Right.
It's just kind of uniform across the board.
Yeah.
Loki might have been speaking in German. We don't.
Could be.
Because it just converts it.
Yeah, so and then it's like Neil or whatever, and then like
everybody kneels.
Like a World War II survivor stands up. He's like, "There's always men like you."
Yeah, that was good.
And then Loki's about to like blast him.
It's like, look to your elder.
Yeah, look to your elder people. Yeah. I'm going to blast him.
I'm going to fuck him up.
He's going to be evaporated.
It would have been funny if Loki just started like beating the shit out of that guy. Like I mean,
not
like,
funny to see an elder being.
No, but just funny because like he could just use the thing on him, but it'd be funny if he just started like beating him with the stick.
Yeah. You cur. You cur.
But he's about to blast. He shoots a blast at him, and then Cap comes.
Yeah.
And
ting!
With the shield.
Ting!
Great moment.
That was a great moment.
And he's like, last time I was here in Germany, and a man was standing above everyone else. He ended up being Hitler.
Yeah. And I
compare the guy to Hitler. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's like, last time I was here, I was fighting against the man who stood up against everybody else or whatever. But Cap didn't fight Hitler.
He fought him,
metaphorically.
In a metaphorical sense.
Yeah, but like he actually
not even metaphorical. What's the right word? Whatever.
Like in spirit? I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, he
tangentially.
Tangentially, yeah, that's the right word. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I put down Loki equals Hitler, but Cap didn't even fight Hitler. So,
you're getting hung up on the minutia.
I am. I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just like watching this movie.
The point is that he compared our guy, our bro, to Hitler. That's fucked up. Loki's not that bad.
Loki, here's the thing. He understands that humans
he's misunderstood.
He understands like people like really want like they need to be freed from freedom.
He's on his bait shit with that.
He really understands like the core of humanity.
Yeah.
Despite having
is this not simpler?
Right. Is this not better?
Yeah.
It's it's not. A better existence.
Are you
for
kidding?
you.
This sucks.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's
being an asshole.
It's funny. It's really funny.
What are you talking about? It's the unspoken truth of humanity. That when you threaten people, they, do what you say.
Right.
Like, yeah, of course.
Like here I am to take control.
Loki's on his bait shit. I guess he like I said, he's got to do something. He's got to say something.
That was like such a weak element of the movie. Was like Loki's like consistent like bait.
You never know if he's baiting or if he's like being legit.
The humans want to be controlled. No, I feel like it's not bait though, because like when he's baiting, like it's. He always like I don't know. Loki
That's the same thing the Nazis said. They're like work sets you free.
Right.
Like that was their bait to like get people to
Right. participate in the
participate in everything.
Right.
So he definitely had a copy of Mein Kampf somewhere. That he was reading.
Yeah, they made him. They downloaded that into his brain while he was being bungled or whatever.
Yeah, that's part of the curriculum.
What is it? I keep forgetting what this word is.
Buglered.
Buggled.
Buglered.
But while they were bugling him.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then it's
Bugglebide.
They capture him.
Oh well, Iron Man comes in.
Shoot the thrill. There's a bell. Yeah. He's like with his music. Yeah. He's always playing his music.
He hacks in. He's like, hey, am I too late for the party, or says some stupid shit?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Him and Cap are at odds.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. And there's the shot of them two together.
Right.
And it's like, woo! Theater cheer moment. First time Cap and Iron Man are on screen together.
Right.
Fucking big deal. And then on the flight back to, their base or whatever, their headquarters, guess who shows up? Thor of Asgard.
Yeah, they're like flying on a ship, and somehow he's able to be shot out of Asgard directly onto the ship or something.
He comes out of the lightning. He's like, how much dark matter did the Yule Father have to conjure to bring you here after the Bifrost has been destroyed? It's like, there's a lot of backstory.
Yeah. Before
hopefully you guys all saw Thor.
I know, yeah. Hopefully you saw Thor. Yeah, it's like what, you're scared of the thunder? Oh, I just don't particularly like what comes after.
You mean lightning?
Or the lightning? Yeah.
That was a good line.
That was.
You didn't like that one?
It was okay. It was okay.
It was like of what comes after.
It's like really just telling you, here comes Thor.
The thing. Okay, here's the thing. They got to say stuff in movies.
I know. They got to say stuff in movies.
They can't just say, "Yep, Thor's coming now."
I know.
They gotta be kind of cute.
No, don't say anything about Thor coming. Just talk about whatever bait shit. Free us from freedom. Whatever. Actually, don't talk about that.
Yeah, that shit too.
So yeah, but and then Thor like comes in, and he just takes Loki and runs off.
Yeah, he's like, they had a good emotional moment on that cliffside where he's pleading with them brother,
please
come home, brother.
Come home.
We missed you, brother. Even though you're bait, we still love you.
Did you mourn?
And
did you mourn for me?
We did.
I mourned, brother.
We mourned for you for 7 days and 7 nights,
and
brother.
father too.
Yeah.
He's not my papa.
yeah. It was some good classic, actor on actor.
I did not come.
Shit. Some brothers love.
I was not shot hints from his balls.
Yeah. There's some good
Where's Loki's mom?
Did they kind of drop that whole kind of Shakespearean sort of speech angle with those characters in the later movies?
Later, kind of, yeah.
I like how they talk.
They
have care how you speak. They say shit like that. I'm like, yeah.
And where's
Thor?
Here's a question: where's Loki's
He's
mom?
cool.
Where's Loki's mom? Did he just get shot out of the Frost Giant King's balls? Balls.
You know what? That's
as a fully formed little ice giant baby.
TBD.
Okay, sure. Well, yeah, you actually have to watch.
Movie.
You have to watch the 3rd season of Loki to find out about that.
Right.
I won't find that out then. I won't be watching.
Maybe
You're up to date on Loki, right?
No. Maybe his mom was actually Thor's mom, and that's the reason he kept him, because she was fucking around.
Oh shit! She was getting those cold.
Hey Marvel, I'm ready. Hire me.
She was getting those cold.
I'm
loads,
available.
Bro.
Getting those cold loads right up the puss. Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god, disgusting.
Yeah, isn't that
absolutely
filthy?
Nasty.
See, this is the kind of stuff the kind of stuff I could bring to the table.
Odin's going down on his wife or whatever. He's like, why are you? What's all this frost burn?
It was while he was in one of his Odin sleeps, and she got a little horny.
Right. What's all this?
And normally she wouldn't cheat on him, but he was in that Odin sleep for too long, and the frost giant came to knocking on her door.
What's all this fucking frostbite?
And she let him release a cool breeze of air into her pussy.
Yeah.
And that's how
Loki
was created.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, there's this whole fight thing. Iron Man comes in, he takes he like grabs Thor, but like Loki just leaves Loki on the hill. Like Loki could just go anywhere.
Yeah, Iron Man was retarded in this scene.
Yeah,
let's tackle Thor, who didn't even like start fighting with you guys.
Yeah, and then
he
he's
just
like
stole his brother back.
He's like fighting with Thor, and like,
but they got to fight
in that movie. When I saw it in the theater, I was like, oh, like a fight between like Thor and like when I saw it the first time, I was like, oh yeah, like a fight.
Yeah, no, it was a great fight too.
It's like, you know,
we got to see it.
Power levels at 400.
The way it was kind of constructed was a little bit bait because it's like, yeah, why would you not just try to take Loki back?
Right. Power levels at 400%.
Tony Stark is just always kind of written as an idiot in these movies after Iron Man 1. I feel like maybe he's smarter in his solo movies, but when he's in Civil War and all the other movies, he's always kind of like really like brash and just really like doesn't act like an intelligent person.
Yeah, like,
he's like a bro.
The way that each of the characters is written in these movies, like that, where they're all in it together, it's like they really kind of strip away like the finer elements of their character and just like present them as like kind of like the most condensed version of themselves. Because
it's kind of a surface level version.
because they don't have as much screen time, you know. So I guess the writers are thinking like, yeah, we really got to get like the essence of Cap, like the essence of Tony.
Yeah, I think the movies get a little bit more nuanced as they go on.
Yeah.
I think with this, Joss is really trying to do like a faithful adaptation of the comics, and then after this film, they kind of started hitting their own stride where the characters became more natural in their discussions with each other,
right,
and a little more realistic.
But those movies are bad.
Well, not all of them.
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron was bad.
Civil War.
Civil War was not very good. But Infinity War and
Endgame are really good.
Those are the best ones, I think.
Yeah, those definitely.
In my
definitely
humble opinion.
But like those are also the best ones because of all the build up that's gone into them.
Yeah, there's a lot like riding on it.
They don't really stand on their own. Like it's like
a really good like, you know, conclusion.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of setup is needed beforehand.
Right.
Like you couldn't just go into those cold.
Yeah.
You don't know what the hell.
But they are great. I mean, no, those are some of. I mean, really, like that was some of the best theater experiences.
Yeah,
I think I've ever had.
Yeah, definitely.
In game and
but yeah,
Infinity War.
as far as like a more simplistic take on the characters, I feel like this does a really good job of like balancing all the elements and presenting you with like a fun, action-packed, character kind of driven story.
I feel like you can still I feel like you can still do this a good story, but like make Iron Man like a little bit smarter because like that's his thing. Is he's smart?
But I guess you have to contrive certain situations. Like how are we going to get them to fight?
You got to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, because we got to have a Tony and Thor fight.
But like it'd be a lot easier if you just like have Thor start the fight.
I guess so.
Because he's like a meathead, right? Like
there's some way they could have made it better.
I don't know, but but anyway, so there's a fight and it's pretty cool. You know, Thor like gets the lightning, and then he hits Tony with it. Power levels at 400%.
How's that possible?
It's like, well, okay, great. Yeah. I know, like, the battery's really charged up.
The battery's like charged further than it can be charged.
Yeah, Tony built that in case he fought, a lightning god, I guess.
And then how he's like grabs Thor and is like pushing his face into the mountain and stuff.
Yeah.
As he's going up.
Thor's face. Blah, 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 blah,
yeah, and there's like big trees getting smashed around, and man.
Yeah, it's cool.
This was awesome.
Cool. And then Cap jumps in with his shield. Thor like
to break it up.
Thor like hits it with his hammer. Kung.
Yeah,
that was good. I like that.
Yeah, all that stuff was perfect.
Yeah, it was a good fight scene. And Loki's just like sitting up there,
deviously sitting up there, just waiting for it to be arrested again.
Thinking about how sore his asshole is.
Hey, they did this in The Dark Knight. Where they fucking, the main villain wants to be kidnapped, and then they did it again in fucking what is it? Skyfall. The main villain wants to get freaking abducted.
It's
it's like, hey, they have an ulterior motive. Don't do that.
It's like and don't take him to your
the base in the sky.
Don't take him to your command center.
Why is it in the sky, man? That seems really dangerous.
I know, it's like
if one of those fucking blades goes down, then you're in big trouble.
If one goes down, you're in big trouble. If two goes down, you're fucking done.
You're done. The whole base is done.
Right.
And this thing costs $17.5 trillion to make.
Yeah. Nick Fury, he sold all of his stocks to to get this to happen. So yeah. So then but then everybody calms down. Thor's like, Thor's like on their side. Or Tony's like, whatever, let's not fight. Yeah, it's really just.
So what was Loki's plan?
It's so contrived.
He wanted to get abducted so that.
It didn't make any sense why he wanted to be abducted.
His scepter would pollute the minds of the heroes to make them turn against each other. Is that the idea? that was his play.
Loki, everything Loki's doing in this movie,
he wants to unleash
the
beast.
Really makes no sense hardly at all. Like, it's like
Banner. That's your play. He calls Black Widow a mewling quim.
I know, a quim.
Dude, I can't believe they got away with that.
What? I know. I was like, what? Man.
He basically called her a cunt.
Mewling quim is wild.
Yeah.
Mewling quim is wild.
But I guess it's a pretty, like, you know, like the MPA didn't really know what that meant, I guess. So
they didn't look it up.
They didn't look it up. Yeah. So they were like, okay, we'll let this one slide. You know, so she pulls a little bit of her Black Widow bait on Loki and gets him to divulge the true intention.
Oh, well, wait, hold on.
Banner. That's his play.
Rewind. Okay. Cap's new suit is terrible.
Terrible. And that's because Phil Coulson had the design input.
Coulson has terrible taste confirmed.
Really bad taste.
Terrible
confirmed.
Taste confirmed.
Yeah. I had a little input on the design. I made it terrible.
I thought that
fucking hate you, Cap.
After I met you and watched you sleep, I realized I thought you might kind of just like want to look ridiculous and have no one take you seriously at all. Yeah, his outfit is
Thank God they fixed it in the next one, because it was cool in the first one.
Yeah, no, it was lit.
And then
it was really good.
He's like, oh, the Stars and Stripes, isn't that a little too outdated these days? He's like, you know, with everything going on right now, we need a hero who looks like a total dorkwad out there on the field. And Cap's like, okay, I guess I'll wear this fucking shit. But thankfully, later on in the fight, his mask gets pulled off.
Yeah.
At least we can see his damn face.
Yeah. The mask is like awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. God awful. Yeah, and then they're like on the ship.
It's not the worst Cap's look, though.
There's like,
because the Captain America movie that was made before the Marvel one.
Right.
Was like the ears were literally like on the mask.
Right.
It was like extra ears they added on.
Yeah.
No, that was like the low budget TV one that they did.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst one.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, definitely could be worse. It could always be worse.
Yeah. I didn't really think about it at the time, though. When I first saw the movie, it didn't stand out to me. But now, I guess since we've had so many cool Cap iterations,
right,
and it's gotten darker and more intense, and like you can barely tell it's a Captain America outfit, you know, in the later ones. Whereas like it really stands out like a sore thumb.
I will say that when I saw it, I don't remember thinking about it.
Yeah, it didn't really stand out to me at the time. But goddamn, if it's not awful. I mean,
it's really an eyesore. I mean, he's
sneaking around the ship and his little like Star Spangled Blues.
Dude, Cap's like on some spy shit.
And he's spying, and he's like, "Hey, Hydra, this is some Hydra tech.
Hey, they have Hydra's old weapons here.
They're trying to make what? The military is trying to make weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's like
I'm super shocked by this.
What's Nick Fury's play? You know, and like Tony's like infiltrating their system and shit.
Yeah, they're working together to like, you know,
and like he's
oh my God, I can't believe they're trying to make weapons. These people are crazy. So they're all arguing, which was a good scene, good dialogue.
Yeah, there's one of the other Cap's suit is straight downgrade. Coulson has bad taste confirmed. And I put down Capsicle. So what? They have a relationship already? Yeah. So I'm like Stark's like calling him a capsicle.
Right.
Yeah, it's like from where do they already have this relationship? Like when have they interacted before
this? Doing time as a capsicle. Well, he knows of. I
know, but why is there like this animosity?
Well, I think Stark is jealous because his dad never shut up about it.
But why? Like they have never met, as far as we know. Like
Stark's petty.
As far as we know, Captain America has not interacted with him at all. So why does he have a thing about him?
And Stark and Captain America doesn't like Stark.
There's like mutual animosity
because Stark, is very self-centered, and that's kind of like the opposite of what Captain America is all about.
But like he's not.
Stark. He's about
the Intellicrops.
He's like a show off. Yeah, the Intellicrops. Don't forget about the Intellicrops.
Right.
Stark's like a show off. You know. Like sort of conceited and smart aleck and kind of everything like Cap is not about, basically. So they're natural rivals.
But how does he know all of that?
Because he can sense his vibe. He doesn't like his vibe. I don't like your vibe, Tony.
The fact that they have this like already happening animosity with like no nothing that I've seen in any of the movies like to indicate that they would is like weird.
It worked for me. I thought it made total sense, and like I like how that carries throughout the rest of the films, where it builds and builds, and then you get to Civil War, and it's like they're really at each other's throats.
I don't know. I think there should have been something that we see that makes it that like.
Some people are just natural enemies. Like you meet someone, you just know you're gonna fucking hate their guts.
What?
You know? You've never had that happen to you?
Captain America is like the nicest guy. He's like the nicest guy.
He's too much of a Boy Scout. Tony
Dude, shut up. Like shut up. Okay.
Tony doesn't like the fucking cut and dry.
So contrived.
Fucking, suit buttoned up, style. He likes things a little loosey goosey.
So contrived.
He likes some wiggle room.
And then Cap says one of the other things that Cap said. He's like, "There's only one God, ma'am."
Oh yeah,
and he doesn't dress
Cap
like
is
that.
Christian confirmed.
I'm like, and he doesn't dress like that. And I put down they're really playing the Cap is old as fuck card.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing to like kind of date him.
Yeah. They keep dropping shit like that.
That's like the only time I think he's ever mentioned Christianity or religion.
Yeah, they really pull back from that.
There's only one God, ma'am, and his name's Allah.
Right. Hey,
we cut to him.
Sergeant Brody?
Yeah, it's literally Sergeant Brody and him like doing the fucking call to prayer,
right?
Like,
yeah,
in the helicarrier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
that would have been good.
They're like looking at like the prisoner thing. They're like Aunt. Tony's like Aunt Boot, or whatever.
Oh, a little callback. Yeah, they had some setups and some payoffs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and then Thor, he's like, yeah, Loki is trying to bring an army here called the Chitauri. How does he know that? How does he know that?
He had a vision.
How does he know about the Chitauri?
He had a dream.
Isn't that like secret? Like, wouldn't he then know who Loki's working for?
Right.
He's like, brother, who are you working for?
Yeah,
but he knows about
I guess
the
he just heard about it through the grapevine.
That is like that. They should not have included that. That should not have been a line.
I mean, there's a lot of Chitauri, and they get together in bars and they talk.
Dude, he should have just been like, he's got some kind of plan. I don't know what it is. Like that would have made sense. But like he's like knows the Chitauri.
Yeah, they don't need to like let them know.
That was such a weird line.
The stuff like that doesn't really bother me. It's like whatever. He heard it through the grapevine. It's not that secret of a plan.
What? It is. It's totally secret.
It's not secret.
He was there.
He's not exactly hiding. That's what he says. He's out and about. He's ready.
Not then, dude. Ready. All right, I'm just. That is like bait.
Okay.
Like,
you didn't like that part.
That part that doesn't make any sense. Like in the scope of the movie, like there's things that make sense and there's things that don't. That doesn't. Like the thing is like when if you're just watching this movie and like you aren't listening to what they're saying.
My brother took a dump
and like
yesterday.
You're not,
it was very large.
And like if you're not listening to like what they're saying and you're kind of just like absorbing it. And you're not like critically examining any of it.
Yeah.
It really works.
Yeah,
it really works.
The little, plot details and the little, who knows what, when, and where, and how. That's not what's important. Is the Alan Silvestri score,
right? That's
and
right.
How the music swells from scene to scene.
Like visually, the film works. Like tonally.
The characters are.
It's kind of like a tone poem.
Yeah.
It's really a superhero tone poem.
You could say that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then
if you wanted to.
Yeah, then it's like Scarlett Johansson's like interrogating him. It's like regimes fall every day. I tend not to weep over that. I'm Russian. The USSR.
How old is she?
The USSR did not last. Yeah, how old is she?
She's like fucking 47.
Yeah, what the fuck?
How old would you have to be to like be an active like Russian spy like before like the fall of the USSR?
I know. Yeah, the whole conversation was goofy. Like she's like baiting him, but it's still like goofy lines. It's like, I got red in my ledger.
This movie was made like 20 years ago.
I got red in my ledger.
Yeah.
I need to wipe it out.
I always wondered what that meant. What does that mean? What is a ledger?
Red in a ledger would be debt. A ledger?
Like a record of like stuff
of like when you're keeping like businesses in the old days, they used to keep like a ledger of like
and they would use different colored ink to mark out the debts.
Yeah, well, like red would be a debt.
Oh, I thought it meant like blood or something.
No, she's got red. Like red is a debt, so she's got a debt on the books.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I didn't know they like.
It's a weird.
Wouldn't you just like put like negative this?
Yeah, but
would
you
use
put
a different
it.
color.
You could put it. You'd
use a different color
red,
pen
in red. Yeah. Well, like if you look in your bank account, right? Like money that's added.
Well, yeah, but that's digital. Like back in the day,
No,
like would you really go to the extra effort of getting a different color ink and like dipping a different quill in that ink?
Yeah, because all your fucking numbers are on these books, so you really need it to be like
right negative.
You really need it to be like understandable.
Just use the
I'm just letting you know the reason it's red in your bank account is because that's a carryover from the olden days.
Red in your ledger. Okay,
so
that makes sense.
She's got red in her ledger. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me why you would have two different color quills.
I want to wipe
ink
it
back
out.
then is like difficult to utilize.
But
whatever. I'll take it on face value.
Yeah.
I'll believe it.
It's a saying anyway. So and it caps on some spy shit. She's a Mewling Quim.
I'll make him fuck you.
Yeah,
in every way you know he knows you like.
They're like talking
something like that.
Yeah, and then like then you know. All this shit starts going down. Like wait, somehow it's mentioned.
Loki's like talking some crazy.
Somehow
shit,
it's mentioned about the destroyer, like and how it leveled a small town, and I'm thinking like, no, it didn't.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, like one building.
Like destroyed 7-Eleven. It leveled that 7-Eleven.
It leveled a small building.
Yeah.
Like what? Leveled a small town.
It was fucking. Fury said that, right? He's like, last year we had a visitor from another planet who leveled a 7-Eleven.
Yeah. No,
we don't know how powerful these things are.
No one. It's because of them that we're the
Asgard wants nothing but peace with Earth.
Right.
Yeah.
So why are you sending your fuckheads over here or whatever?
Yeah. It's like, well, you can't blame the humans for fucking wanting to, get ready for a higher form of war.
Make like nagel weapons.
It's like shit like this is gonna happen.
Right.
Like, Loki's literally coming to fuck our shit. Like we need to get.
Yeah, but the nukes that we had were just fine.
I guess. Yeah. They really. Loki should have brought a better army.
Yeah. No, definitely.
That army sucked. We'll get to them.
And it's like without and then they're like fighting. Like the staff is like making them all like pissed off and shit and like mad at each other. It's like, so what even are you without the suit? Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Nice. Yeah.
He's all four of those without the suit. And with the suit, he's Iron Man.
Right. Everything special came out of a bottle.
Yeah.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah, my pop was always talking about you. I guess that is one thing that they do say that alludes to it, because like his pop was always talking about
that's
him.
the guy my dad was obsessed with.
That's the guy,
Yeah, there's some really good like character moments. Like it was kind of goofy and corny the way it was written, but like I really liked it. Like it was a kind of tone that like is different from the MCU later on.
For MCU's first tone poem, it really, I think it really finds its feet. Like as a movie that you watch and think about, not really, but as a tone poem,
yeah,
it's perfect.
It passes the vibe check for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What do you got next? What's next on the list? You got quite the extensive list, man. I'm impressed.
As I watch the movie, I just write down my little thoughts. Because like I don't know for like these movies,
I feel like you're not getting swept up enough in the
for some
the
of
drama.
These
you're too focused on the
for some of these movies
the writing.
Well, that's like what I'm interested in though, like the drama. Well, I don't know. Like in Iron Man, here's the thing. Like Iron Man 1 swept me up.
Yeah.
Captain America swept me up.
I don't remember you having any notes for Iron Man 1. Did you have notes?
No. Captain America swept me up. Iron Man swept me up, right? Because they're so different, right, from what we have in the MCU. Like this is like. Thor was the beginning, and this is like the like that. If that's like Thor is like the prequel of like what we have in the MCU, and this is like the genesis, and then it just keeps going because the I don't know. It's but and like the normal MCU shit doesn't really sweep me up. But I'm as we what are we gonna even watch next?
I know. I was wondering about that. We got to do a Christmas movie.
That's right. We got to find a Christmas film.
Yeah.
Man, there's some new Sleepy Hollow show. I wish that would have been out like 3 months ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's like called Sleepy Hollow.
Oh man,
Guy doesn't have his head on. He's like holding it. It's on Hulu.
Sounds sick.
I haven't watched it at all, but yeah. So then like the ship is like under attack. They're like there for whatever reason. Why are they there?
Well,
to get Loki, but like for some data or something, or to crash the ship. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Loki's plan is to unleash the beast, right?
Yeah, like somehow he knows about the Hulk.
Yeah, he knows about the Hulk, and he guess he wants the Hulk to kill everyone.
Dude, it was so fucking funny because at some point, like Bruce Banner says something like alluding to the fact that he's gonna could like break stuff, and she's like, she's like, why did he say that? Or why did somebody say that? Like, whatever. I'm like, well, yeah, if he gets angry, he might, punch stuff and break it. She's like, him? How's he going to do that? Like, she didn't know it was the Hulk.
Wait, Romanoff said that?
Somebody says something to the effect of, I don't know. At some point it's mentioned like that if he gets mad, it's not going to be good. And it's, he's
like, you really want me on a...
Oh yeah, that. It was that.
Pressurized
It was that moment. She's like,
vehicle.
why did he say that? And I'm like, well, if he gets mad, he might start smashing stuff. She didn't know it was the Hulk.
Wait, who didn't know?
Mackenzie.
Oh, Mackenzie.
She had no clue.
I thought you were talking about a character in the film.
No. Mackenzie had no clue
sorry.
it was the Hulk. And I was like, and she's like, why would he say that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And I was like, well, if he gets mad, he might smash stuff.
Right.
She's like,
he might turn into a green rage monster.
No, I didn't say that. I was just like, yeah, if he gets angry, he might smash stuff. He can be pretty destructive. She's like, what? She's like, you're bait. This is bait, right? She's like, you're baiting me. Like,
no, dude.
She's like, I was like, yeah, it's bait. And then later, he's like, starts turning into the. I thought of it because like when he started,
you didn't even tell her.
No.
So she didn't know he was going to turn into the Hulk.
I waited until he turned into the Hulk.
Crazy. Is this the first time she saw Avengers ever?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow,
and I waited until she's like, wait, the Hulk is in this movie? I was like, yeah, he's in this fucking movie.
She knows about the Hulk.
She's like, that's so stupid. Why do they have him on this fucking aircraft?
Yeah, no, that is dumb.
She's like, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
She's like,
he even points that out.
She's like, why? She's like, isn't he like a villain? I'm like, well, no, not really. Like the Hulk's like,
he can be.
He can't. Like usually he's like a victim. He's like being victimized by like the military and stuff. Yeah. And he's like fighting back.
Right.
So
this is the first movie where he really starts to be a team player.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
puny god. So yeah, then like they attack and the Hulk like transforms. He's like chasing Romanov.
Yeah.
Around, and eventually he like traumatizes her to the point where she's just like in shock. Like her.
Yeah, some of her acting was a little bit questionable.
That was a really weird character moment because it's like she's in shock. Like what she's
why is she so in shock?
She knew that was going to happen. She knew that.
I don't know if it was her bad acting or if it was just
Hulk.
like Joss Whedon's weird direction because like. Yeah, he just wanted to have this like shocked moment, but it's not in her character to be
at all.
So shell shocked from this like not very intense moment, like something that she could.
Right. I mean, he could have crushed her head with like no problem, but like she that's just all shit she should have been expecting and ready for. Like
right. Yeah.
And as this,
I think Joss was just trying to make the moment more dramatic or something, and just like let's act really shocked and scared, and we'll add some scary music or whatever.
Right. And it was like okay, but like
she should have been more business.
It totally undermines her character because like that's her one thing that she is like prepared.
Yeah. Right.
Like competent. So
that'd be like if Batman was like all like. In a tizzy when when the Joker
the Joker shows up and he starts like piss starts leaking down the bottom of his pants or something.
It was just strange. Yeah, it didn't make any sense from a character level. But I think Josh just has some sort of like monster green monster woman in danger fetish or something like that he wanted to kind of facilitate on screen. Just to have that like monster moment.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just
which is understandable.
Just like take out the shot. Just like take out the shot of her sitting there shocked that you cut back to.
Yeah.
And it's all good.
Yeah, she's like quivering.
Yeah,
it's like you knew this was probably gonna happen.
Yeah, like you should have been fully prepared for this moment.
Hulk looks good. I like the design of the Hulk here. I think he looks the best in any of these movies. I feel like he looks worse and worse throughout the movies almost. He looks the best here.
Yeah.
Island did a really bang-up job.
You said Hulk looks the best? Yeah, he did.
The
look
CGI.
Really good. Yeah, he did look really good.
It's just like a good mix of stuff.
Yeah.
And his animation's really nice. There's just a lot of care put into the Hulk, I felt like.
Yeah, definitely.
The other movies, it kind of just feels like phoned in.
You're kind of waiting for so long in the movie to see him.
Yeah. He's the character you see like the least of, probably. So when he comes on screen, it's like they really make a meal of it. Yeah. Clit shoots one of his little clit arrows into the
there's like a special clit arrow.
USB arrow.
Stop putting the camera on me. There's like a special clit arrow that like he shoots it exactly into the thing.
You're talking a lot though.
You're talking.
I'm not talking. I haven't said a thing.
You're a real jabber today.
No.
The
blows up a fan.
Yeah.
A big fan. One of the propellers gets blowed, and Hulk or Iron Man and Cap have to restart it.
Yeah. Oh.
We gotta restart it manually.
That arrow. Yeah. No, that was weird. It's like maybe he just here. The only explanation is he knows exactly where to shoot it specifically for that explosion to do that much damage, because it did not make any sense that little thing blew the entire fucking.
It really blew up, right?
Yeah,
like how? What is the payload on this thing?
I know,
is it like thermonuclear.
It had to be like he hit like a fuel line or something. Or
something. Maybe you're right. Yeah, like a weak spot. Which makes sense. He would know that.
That propeller is like multiple times the size of a human's body.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
it's enormous.
I was surprised how massive this thing is.
It's fucking enormous.
I forgot because I always had the Lego set, and I was like thinking like, you know, in terms of the Lego set, you know, this thing's actually really massive.
Right.
You know, like because the Lego set compared to the minifigures, it's not to scale at all.
Oh no,
you know,
not at all.
This thing's. I mean, it's like the size of an aircraft carrier.
It's a fucking aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
It's like two aircraft carriers in the sky.
And straight up into the sky with the fucking what is it called?
With like the invisible, the cloaking. I don't know.
The retroreflective panels.
Yeah.
Engaged.
There's
also like
invisible,
like bait set, like all the shield agents on the like, you know, in like the cockpit or whatever, flying it. Yep, retroreflectors engaged.
Yeah.
You know, 5729.
That guy's playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Yeah. There are all these like moments with them that made that set feel like really fake, where they were like doing these like sweeping camera moves, and everyone was just saying like set stuff, you know, like stuff just to kind of pad out, like make it like, oh, we are flying this ship.
Yeah.
And they're all like models that Joss is probably getting hand jobs from, and I was like, this is a little bit corny. This is pretty cornball.
Yeah, it's
could maybe have lost some of like the
definitely.
Give me a little bit more realism.
I agree. So yeah, and then
Joss is a TV director, so the whole production kind of felt a little bit like television, even though it's got this massive budget.
Yeah, it didn't feel as TV as I kind of remembered it doing, but still, you know. So then, it's like, you know, it's like the rotor's down and Cap's like fighting the guys, and Iron Man's like, they're working together. He's like got to restart the thing, etc. Yeah, it's all pretty good.
Yeah, there's like different tasks that each one has.
Everyone's got something else, something different going on, and then like Thor like goes to get Loki, and then like
baited
again.
Yeah,
baited again.
And he even says like, when are you not gonna fall?
Yeah, when are you not gonna fall for this? Yeah. And then Coulson rolls up with the fucking destroyer cannon.
Oh shit, Coulson!
Literally, and then Loki murders him.
I love that sound effect of Coulson getting stepped.
Yeah.
Oh! I've used that sound effect in like multiple of my videos.
It's good.
And like mixed it in with like other things. But it's a good like bass if someone's
good.
getting stabbed.
Yeah.
And then you add other sound effects with it, or stretch it out, or speed it up. But like I just like love that.
It's good.
That stab plus Coulson's scream is just, you really feel it.
Yeah.
You know.
In the when I remember in the theater, I was like, no.
Yeah.
No, not Coulson, not Phil.
It's okay, sir. It was never going to work unless
they had something to fight for. Right. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even finish the fucking
It's weird because it seems like he's like kind of fine until he dies. And like he's like doesn't even finish his sentence. And you're like, you okay?
But then he's not dead?
Don't worry about that.
What?
That's just the show. That doesn't count.
What?
The TV show.
No, he comes back in other movies, doesn't he?
No, he just comes back in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
What?
But I never saw that show. I never watched it. It doesn't count.
Are you sure he's not in later movies?
No, he's not. Phil Coulson?
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm pretty sure he comes back.
150%.
And the Avengers know that he comes back.
No.
What?
No. He's just in the show. Phil Coulson is dead. He's gonzo. He's been stabbed. Fury gets his like near mints collection of baseball cards and rubs his blood all over it and tosses them on the table. It's like, did you know, Fury, those were near mint, bro. Took him years to get those together, but I guess he needed to motivate the team.
Right.
Yeah, and because Maria Hill's like, you know, those were in his locker. Those weren't on his body. He's like, they needed the motivation. Or do you think he's found some like pig blood, or like, where did he get that blood from? He's like opened a vein.
Yeah. Well, you know, he probably just like dipped it and like Coulson's like.
You think so?
Like stab wound or something.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I mean Nick Fury.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
He goes the whole thing. Yeah, and then like
blood somewhere.
Thor's like fighting.
Oh, the Hulk?
Thor and the Hulk are like fighting.
Yeah, that was a good
And then
scene.
the Hulk gets like thrown out or whatever. Or like, oh no, it's like, there's like a jet and it's like shooting at him, and then he like jumps on it and it like crashes.
Then he kind of falls to Earth, right?
Yeah, and then he falls to Earth. Big and naked and buck green, or big and green and buck naked. That the guy says or whatever. Yeah, and then but then Thor gets trapped and then he like falls in the thing. Ant boot. He gets out.
Oh
though.
right, yeah,
he gets out.
Where he almost gets crashed to Earth.
Yeah,
but then like he probably would have been fine.
Thor? Probably.
I think that's enough to take out a god?
They think that, well, he's a demigod. They say that very specifically.
Oh, they do?
They do,
he's a demigod.
He's a demigod.
But he's not a demigod. Yeah. He's a god. Demigod, so he's half human?
Dude,
What's going on?
They say demigod, okay? Before
it
was god, now it's demigod. And there's only one god, apparently, and he doesn't dress like that. So
yeah, hold on a second.
So then...
are we ever going to tackle, like the
God question?
The God question
in the MCU?
In the MCU?
Yeah, so then...
Probably not.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
No, yeah. Then it's like
that Cap's old.
They like almost take down the fucking helicarrier. They don't. Loki gets away, having accomplished nothing.
Yeah. What was
he actually his like it's like this has to happen.
Yeah.
It's like this has to happen, but like no, it doesn't. Like I don't know. It's like something has to happen, so something happens.
This is kind of like what the end of Act 2, right around here.
Yeah.
And we start up Act 3 with Loki taking over the Stark Tower.
Yeah.
And he's got Selvig on the roof, and he's opening the
portal.
portal.
How did Selvig get that thing up onto the roof? Whatever.
He hacked his security.
Whatever. It's like this massive fucking thing. How'd they get it up there?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So
little tiny helicopter, maybe.
Yeah,
that'd have been cute.
It was weird, but and Selvig's like all gets the stuff going, and the portal opens.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's Loki's all gloating, and he's like in Tony's like room that he was in before. Tony comes back, his like suit's all fucking busted up.
He's always got like one suit that is not quite ready to go.
Right. It's like not quite ready, but like it's ready.
Yeah, it's ready though.
He's like,
it's fine.
Well, don't worry about the spinning rims.
Yeah.
He like puts on his little bracelets. He's got them ready in his like bar. So you want a drink? Drink?
Yeah, he offers him a drink.
Why does that suit need the bracelets though? Like, couldn't it?
Because it scans where the bracelets are.
I know, but like, can't it just like if it can scan the bracelets?
Yeah, if it can do all that,
can't it just scan his fucking wrist? Whatever, right?
Whatever.
It's just like a little moment.
A little moment. Yeah.
And then he's like falling, and it's like what I don't get is how his like booster things don't like melt the people like right underneath.
Oh
him
yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah.
Like you're like standing there like looking in New York, like what the fuck is that? And like your face is like literally fucking melted.
Yeah, I don't understand how Tony is thrown through a fucking plate glass window.
He's aight.
But he's totally fine.
Yeah, he's aight. He had that was breakaway glass that he had installed.
Oh yeah, that installed because he knew that was going to happen.
Knew that was going to happen.
Okay,
yeah. He's so fucking.
He's so smart.
Genius, billionaire.
He's like, I bet a guy's going to want to throw me through this one day.
Right.
So let's make this one pane breakaway glass.
Right.
Just in case.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's sugar glass.
And Loki's still on the same old bullshit. Like spouting off his dumbass shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they like who fights Loki next? Who fights Loki next in there?
Oh, Thor comes down.
They have
a little.
They have a little thing, and then he they're like really close, and like Loki like stabs him.
Yeah, right.
With his like little bait knife.
Right. My wife texted me. She said, "Are you hungry?" Yes.
Then I'm screwing over Mackenzie on bedtime right now.
Oh shit! We gotta get out of here.
We're almost done. So
guys, we're nearing the finish line right now.
So
we're so close.
So then, the Chitauri are coming through. Chitauri.
Yeah, these are the worst guys I've ever seen.
The fucking worst.
They like take off their mask to yell.
Yeah.
They're pissed.
They're pissed.
They didn't expect any opposition.
They suck too.
They didn't think the Earth was going to put up a fight whatsoever.
The cops are all like,
this was supposed to be an easy
the cops
gig.
are all grouped up in like the middle of the street, like just firing indiscriminately into the fucking sky. You know, why should I listen to you? And Cap like fucking like bop, 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 bop. It's like, okay, like, and he tells everybody to do exactly what Cap just said.
Yeah, that was a good moment. I had a big laugh in the theater too.
I'd wonder why I would listen to that guy too with how Cap was dressed. I mean, it makes sense.
He did look like
that's
a fucking
that's
moron.
one moment that makes sense. So yeah, and like Scarlett Johansson, she's like fighting them, you know, like one at a time.
Yeah,
but she's like doing like, you know, her thing or whatever, and Hawkeye's like, you know, boom.
Yeah, Hawkeye's doing his. Everyone's
doing their thing. You know, Iron Man's like killing them and shooting them, but his like laser can't cut through the things like armor. Thor, you know, gets back into it after being stabbed.
I like the big like flying worms. Those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Imagine if this movie didn't have the flying worms. I mean,
it would suck.
It would suck, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they really like seal the deal.
Yeah, they needed like some kind of like big like thing to like really like damage New York City. You know?
Yeah, like something really threatening.
That thing crashes into a fucking building. Like, it's not good.
No, yeah, definitely.
It's not good.
I would have liked. I mean, I know it's like, you know, sensitive with New York City and 9/11 and everything, but like I would have liked to have seen more destruction personally.
Yeah, that would have been more appropriate.
I was watching the finale of The Legend of Korra, and oh my God, Republic City gets completely decimated in that show. Like with the big robot and Quivira, I did not remember how fucking, because like every moment. Do you remember that show? I
didn't actually finish Legend of Korra.
She's got this like lost me. She's got this big like laser cannon on this huge mech robot that's like the size of a skyscraper.
Right.
And when she turns it on, I mean, she's just like slicing like rooftops off of like the entire skyline. I'm like, this whole city is getting completely fucked.
It's fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't want to see a bunch of like civilians die. That's sad. I don't want to like Man of Steel like moments.
And the hottest civilians you'll ever meet. Too.
Oh, well, yeah, of course they were. You can thank Joss Whedon for that.
Thank Joss for that. Yeah.
And yeah, it was definitely you know some steamy moments, you know, where Cap you know, he gets hit and he's like, you know, really has to push through and you know, he's doing his darndest, but they know, like, you know, these guys are just gonna keep coming.
Right.
You know?
Like they're gonna keep coming. Like they're coming and coming and coming.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, also, what's their fucking plan? Like, what is their strategy? Like, are they there to just kill civilians?
I don't know.
Are they there to just like, what is it? What's the strategy? There's no strategy. It's just like, Chitauri!
They're just being Chitauri.
Yeah.
And they at one point they round up a group of humans in like an area, and one of the Chitauri is just gonna like blow them up with a bomb. And I guess it's just like he just wants to wipe out all the humans on Earth or something. I don't know.
But wait, rewind.
Yeah.
Loki tries to get Captain America, to get Iron Man with his mind control thing. He's like, how are they going to fight me when they're so busy fighting you?
Yeah.
Ting. And then like
Yeah.
Ting. Loki can't get it up. That's what I put. That was my note. And then
weak shriveled up little cock.
This is just like Budapest. Fucking Budapest.
Yeah, that line was stupid.
Fucking Budapest. You and I remember Budapest very differently.
Your typical like spy jargon.
Yeah.
Like what do two spies say to each other? Budapest.
Something happened in Budapest.
Yeah, it's like the spy capital of the world.
It's like the spy activity capital of the world. Yeah. You know, and
what's
then
next on your list?
And then Bruce shows up on his motorcycle.
Oh right.
People are literally dying, being murdered by the hundreds, if not thousands. By the Chitauri.
I guess he wanted to Hulk out in front of everyone.
Right. Well,
he didn't want to like Hulk and jump over there. He wanted to ride up, Hulk out so he can impress everybody.
Right.
And he's trying to seal the deal with Black Widow. He's trying to impress her.
The lives of all those people were nothing in comparison to Joss's desire for the Hulk to say, "I'm always angry."
Oh yeah, that's the classic.
That is a literally classic line in the movie. Yeah. There's no better line.
It doesn't really make sense, but I still like it.
Yeah. Oh, no matter how much you think, I've been thinking about that line for years, for literally fucking years, and it still doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah.
So
he's always pissed,
right? What I put down is people are dying. It's time for a conversation with Bruce.
Yeah.
Like people are literally dying. Like, let's pick it up. Yeah. Like, have this conversation later. Just like, start hitting it.
Dun 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 Dun,
yeah,
dun,
and then Thor's
dun,
like
dun,
battling, and
dun,
he's like
dun, dun,
he's like
dun,
flying
dun.
around and fucking doing shit, and then
Yeah.
finally, we have a moment where he's like on, is it the Empire State or the Chrysler Building? He's like on it, and he like pulls the lightning down.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like,
and he starts shooting at the
sends
hole.
this like crazy bolt of like finally like Thor seems powerful.
Yeah.
Like it's taken this long.
Yeah, you're
For
right.
Thor to seem powerful, like 2 fucking movies,
Yeah.
and it's the end.
It's kind of stupid, like when he has to like fling his little hammer around to
right.
fly.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
They just like also don't know how to make it look right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just it'd be cooler if he just flew.
It's goofy, right? Because it's like you see it looks like CGI because it's like and no matter what it's like
it's hard to make Thor cool.
Sure, they like he's spinning the hammer, right? And like that should look cool, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then
I like when he hits the ground and kicks shit up. I think that looks cool. I'm like into that, but when he uses it to fly, it's like
because they kind of
like,
just
that
like
doesn't make sense.
They kind of just like take
just
his
powering it up or something.
They kind of just like take his composited element and just like move it diagonally, like through the screen. Like when he does that, you're like they don't really.
They don't do
know.
the CG handoff. You don't think the body, the CG body double handoff?
I don't know, man, but like they just like it looks. It does not look.
Just like cut and paste.
It does not look right. Like when they do it, it's literally just he just moves diagonally. It's like really, it's goofy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
a little motion blur on it.
Maybe I'm.
They started to run out of money by this point. Okay,
maybe I'm just hallucinating or something.
They couldn't get ILM. They had to get BLM.
Right? Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. So then and
they don't even know anything about visual effects.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No. Yeah. ILM. They had to hand it off all the assets. It wasn't good. So then the fucking council they shoot the nuke to destroy the entire city of New York. Like that's gonna help when this portal's in the sky. Nothing can destroy.
You're just gonna nuke New York, and then now a bunch of more aliens.
Right,
are
the portal's gonna stay open because nothing can stop the energy.
It's too powerful.
Except for Loki's scepter.
Says that.
Except for Loki's scepter.
Yeah.
She's like, I can close it, and Iron Man's like takes the thing, and he's like running out of juice a little, like the classic running out of juice. The thing is, like, how does he run out of juice if the thing in his chest produces an infinite amount of juice?
Is he running out of juice? Did they use that?
Yeah, he ran out of power.
He did?
Yeah, that's why he
just got that suit on.
That's why his suit goes all dark.
I was wondering why his suit went dark.
No, the juice comes from his fucking reactor thing, I'm pretty sure.
So he's running out of juice on his reactor?
How does that... that doesn't make sense. They use that all the time.
Someone explain this to us in the comments.
Remember, because that's why he was running out of juice fighting Obadiah Stane, because he put in the old reactor.
Right, so he needs a fresh one?
So maybe his like new suit takes up more energy, so he needs a new reactor. I don't know, but he runs out of juice. He lets it go, and then he runs out of juice.
Oh,
because he's just like falling.
I just thought maybe like because the suit wasn't outfitted for space or something.
This suit's always outfitted for space. How'd you solve the cold problem?
Yeah,
remember? Yeah, that's like the whole thing at that movie.
Why is he always running out of juice?
I don't know.
At the wrong, most inconvenient time.
It's just so it's dramatic. Yeah. So and then
it was pretty dramatic.
The shit destroys like all the Chitauri. The fucking, I mean, it's like an enormous nuclear explosion, like insanely huge.
There are more off screen.
The scale kind of doesn't make a lot of sense though, because it's like really huge and like, but not, you see it far away and it's like huge,
Yeah.
But like the explosion like reaches that and then into the portal. It like reaches the portal.
Yeah.
Area
right.
and like past, because the portal closes and like that's
we almost
right
get
after
nuke,
Tony.
Everything really works out.
Yeah, perfectly. Like down to the second. Like Tony falls through the thing. And then
he was the one to make the sacrifice.
He's like falling down. They're like, he's not, he's just falling or whatever. And then Hulk catches him. He's like, somehow gets the memo.
And then we have, it's great because we have Tony, who is not the man known for the sacrifice play, makes the sacrifice play,
right?
And then the Hulk, who's not known for teamwork, is the one to catch him from the sky.
Catches him, from the sky.
Beautiful.
But, like this thing where Tony does make the sacrifice play, like that's like bullshit too. I mean, he's always like putting himself. Okay, whatever. He's always putting himself. He's literally a superhero that puts himself in harm's way for the good of other people. Like, how is he so? Anyway,
man in a metal mask.
Yeah.
Take that off. What are you?
Billionaire, playboy, genius, philanthropist. So and then he's like on the ground. And they're like, he's dead. He's not breathing. Yeah. Someone's like. They're all just standing there, and then Thor like yells at him or something.
No, it's the Hulk.
Oh, the Hulk like yells, yeah, and he like, that was all it took.
Yeah.
That brought him back. It's like, hope nobody kissed me. Like, but he's like joking, so it kind of seemed like he did want to kiss. I want to see the kiss cut.
Yeah, they all took turns kissing Tony.
Yeah,
maybe one of them will work.
I want to see the kiss cut. That was a note. Yeah, one. That was one of my notes.
And they all get shawarma in the end.
No. And then it's like Nick Fury's talking to the council again. They're like, so what was this whole thing? They're like, so what was this whole thing for?
Oh yeah,
a statement. Nick Fury, a promise.
Go back to my set.
Yeah,
time to go back to my trailer.
And then finally, Tony gets some time to pepper Mrs. Potts.
Is that what happens?
So Tony gets whatever she promised him.
Everyone, there's like kind of a wrap up of montage
like
moments
where people are at and stuff.
Where he whatever she whispered in his fucking ear, that's what's going down at the end. You're so right.
He gets it. He gets there.
I wonder what that was.
Yeah, that Joss has
we have to use our own imagination.
Joss had them shoot that scene, but he locked it away in the Whedon vault.
Wow, maybe one day we'll see the light of day.
The Whedon cut.
The
Joss cut.
God, he really fucked up Justice League. Oh, that's so funny.
God bless.
This movie is actually good, though.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really amazing tone poem.
Yeah. I think George Lucas was proud, that, his influence was felt in the picture.
That's right. Yeah, any movie that's a tone poem, like that's from Jorge. That's Jorge's ghost. Like how they call Montezuma's Revenge. Like if you get diarrhea in Mexico, but like if you make a movie that's a tone poem. That's Jorge's ghost.
I like the final scene is he's talking to Thanos or something. He's like,
I didn't watch the last scene.
The humans, they were not the cowering wretches.
I couldn't
promise.
I bungled him for but I bungled him for a fortnight and he still didn't come through for us.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're not so weak and Thanos is like,
You didn't see the part with Thanos? Isn't that like at the end of the movie?
No, that's like the scene after.
Is that a post-credit scene?
But I gotta roll.
Mason's got to roll, you guys.
We got to the end of the movie though.
We did it.
Yeah. At Mackenzie's direct.
They had that like rock song.
Yeah.
I missed when superhero movies did that.
Yeah. No.
Like that. That's like a kind of a Spider-Man 2 or that era of movies where they played you out.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Yeah.
All right. Next time. And what we'll be watching, you'll find out then. You'll find out then.
Oh, yeah. Next week will be a surprise. A little surprise for you guys. Mason's got to fucking giddy on up out of here. Run!